young, it seemed like everywhere was easy street. Playing on my pogo ride, kicking back my feet. And faith was so simple, I believed all that came. But my mind's turned brittle since I borrowed this game. And there is no here and no now. Only what those mad gods have in store for us all. Don't you wish you could just go back to the old days when all the truth was just the setting sun? Forget about your past and forget about your future. Like trees blown by the wind, these things have no sway upon you. Forget about your job and forget about your homework. Now draw out your weapon and break it in two. Forget about your life and forget about your world. Just don't forget your friends, 'cause they'll pull you through. And there is no here and no now. Only what those mad gods have in store for us all. Don't you wish you could just go back to your old home? Sitting on the roof just to watch the setting sun. When I was young, it seemed like everywhere was easy street. Playing on my pogo ride, kicking back my feet. And faith was so simple, I believed all that came. But my mind's turned brittle since I borrowed this game. And there is no here and no now. Only what those mad gods have in store for us all. Don't you wish you could just go back to the old days when all the truth was just the setting sun? Forget about your past and forget about your future. Like trees blown by the wind, these things have no sway upon you. Forget about your job and forget about your homework. Now draw out your weapon and break it in two. Forget about your life and forget about your world. Just don't forget your friends, 'cause they'll pull you through. And there is no here and no now. Only what those mad gods have in store for us all. Don't you wish you could just go back to your old home? Sitting on the roof just to watch the setting sun.
Yes.
Ah! Oh, I'm not visible. Hi! Deltarune and 3 Tomorrows. I think.
Hello.
3, yes. I'm dumb.
Yeah,
Hi.
3 tomorrows.
Welcome everybody to the bingo stream. I'm not visible for some reason, even though I have the program on. I don't know what's wrong. But yeah, hello everybody. Okay, hold on, let me actually figure this out, because I don't know why the hell this is going on. Oh, it's just crashed, okay. The frickin'...
Whoa.
Via the tube mini crashed. That's okay. I'll put
Where's Paige?
Paige is somewhere under there. I couldn't actually move it. Okay, there we go. I'll move her on top of Azure because Azure won't speak anyway. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, censor him.
Let me play a regular sunset. Or there we go. Okay. Hi, welcome everybody. Let me fix myself and then I'll actually say hi to everybody on stream. So we have Luna, we have Asfi, we have Cap, we have Saddest, we have there I am. We have Paige and we have Azure who.
No, we don't have Azure.
Yeah, we don't have Azure
It's not
actually.
here.
It is Azure censoring, but yeah.
We're at the Azures.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Hello Izen, Salmo is also in chat, but probably not for long. He was busy with something else, which I won't even explain, but I am pulling myself there for something. Never mind, something personal.
Shaking my head.
Hello Jamal, and hello, yeah, it isn't already. So that's just everybody so far. But my fault for announcing it so late, but yeah, I also just had the idea very late, so I couldn't really. Hello Jakul, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, indeed, yes. I've seen so many posts that were like happy Pride Month and happy Deltarune in 3 days as if they were equal, and I think that is really funny.
I think, yeah, they are. They are equal.
They are equal, yeah.
They are equal.
Deltarune is Pride Month.
Deltarune
Because
is...
everyone in Deltarune is gay.
That's also true.
It's true.
Oh god, I'm so scatterbrained. I have so many things right now that are just... Okay, I have so many things open. Okay. Hi, Ria. I have already prepared to post my tomorrows. Nice. No, but that's the case. Like in 2 days, we will actually be saying Deltarune tomorrow, and it will be correct. Like, oh my god, we've like dragged this joke for like I don't know 4 months.
Deltarune is going to be tomorrow.
In 3 tomorrows, it's okay.
In 3 tomorrows.
In 2 tomorrows, it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, in 2 tomorrows, it's going to be tomorrow, and in
It
1
will be
tomorrow,
the
it's
other
going to be the day
tomorrow.
after tomorrow. The community post reminded me that I wanted to make my own bingo, so I'm making one right now. Nice. Hello, Banana Kid Cats, and hello, Emily G. Shadow Mantle is King's Mantle. I've seen that, people say that. I won't put that on the bingo because I don't necessarily agree, but yeah. I've seen that around, yeah.
I'm also noticing that we're getting dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers.
I did notice that. I had one idea for a special that would be related to Homestuck, because well, that's the main thing that my channel was known for. But I don't know how to really execute that yet. We'll see. But Deltarune right now. let me stream to you guys.
Deltarune!
Yeah, Deltarune. Oh, hold on. Somebody else. Hi, Salma.
When are you going to be streaming Deltarune chapters 3 and 4?
I hope to.
Okay. When?
Hi, Salmo.
I guess as soon as I am able. It will be a little hard considering exam season, but yeah.
Your exams. Deltarune is more important.
I guess it is, yeah. Okay. Hello, Maukustus. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm still prepping things around. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Streaming Clip Studio Paint, because that's what I'll just be using to just arrange the bingo. This is the thumbnail. The thumbnail is quite something. I put a lot of heart into it, I think. Okay. Yeah, let me just put on the Deltarune OST in the background.
You put a lot of soul into it.
Yes, I did. It's true.
I cried.
Yes.
Can you
that's
move
fun,
it
it's
next to
fun.
Salmo?
Can I put you next to Salmo?
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
cover PVTS2 while you're at it.
Yeah. Hold on. No, there's so many layers here. I can't manage everything. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hey, Saddest, my man.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. God, so many messages in chat suddenly. Hi, hello Nicola Collins. Is that Hornet Silksong? That is indeed Hornet Silksong. Or Miss Hornet, as one person from YouTube would call her. I need to make my own bingo at some point, I think. Well, you have 3 days for it. Chop chop. If there was a 1k sub oh, hi Ria. Sub special BRB sign will need to make an appearance. Yes. Hello Meta. Hello Meta Vendetta. Let's be honest, guys, Tenna dies forever, no one will shed a tear for him. I've been seeing a lot of antagonization of Tenna because of that line, and you know what? I think it's fun. Anyway, I would like to bring attention to the upper group Apple Girlington in the middle here. That is specifically for Asfi and Asfi only. Okay.
Apple Girlington.
Let's open up a new file. Let's just do this from scratch, because I think that will be funny. Okay, color it black and draw some squares. So, here's the thing. I personally don't have like enough to really fill out absolutely every single like little box on a bingo, right?
That's why we're here.
Yes, exactly. I want to discuss it with everybody here, see what sticks, see what doesn't stick, and I want to see if I can...
That's why we are here, slaving away
So
for
you're
your
going to be
entertainment.
painstakingly drawing every single square, like, by hand, instead of using, like,
Yes,
the shape tool?
yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Before we start talking about, like, just specific things, what are your just feelings in general on the fact that Deltarune is just so soon, literally 3 days? It does not feel
I'm
real.
going to explode.
You're going-
I'm going to explode.
It does not fucking feel
I feel
real.
like I'm gonna throw up.
I'm going to explode.
Okay, throw up, explode, very, very varied expressions here.
Deltarune, tomorrow.
Exactly.
I'm so glad
I can
that
feel-
I have my game. I'm so glad that I have my game demo to worry about, because otherwise I'll be going stir crazy.
Oh, you're right, because God, I need to actually catch up
Yes.
with,
Oh, yeah,
with
like
your
a
with your
game.
game dev adventures. Yeah, I need to
Well,
catch up
I
with
will. Yeah. We're
Deltarune.
almost on the demo, so exciting. We're
You know
gonna be
what?
showing off the demo in front of a bunch of people.
that. You know,
Like,
like
on Tu- like,
IRL.
the day before Deltarune.
Oh wow. Okay.
Quite literally the day before Deltarune. We were like, my friend and I, who's the programmer
Your
for the
friend?
game and I'm the artist, we were like, yes, I have friends.
have
we were
alerted
joking
the
about-
friend.
We were joking about, like, in lead up to this, where we were like, before we knew the Deltarune release date, we were joking about, like, oh my god, we need to make sure that we don't release it around the time that Deltarune comes out, because we're gonna only be able to focus on Deltarune, we're not gonna be able to focus on our game. And lo and behold, we do have to do it the day before Deltarune, and I'm going insane.
The night before Deltarune, like that one
The
image.
night before Delta.
The night before Deltarune.
The night before Deltarune. You know what, Cap? Honestly, when that happens, I would be fine with showing it off for like a little bit on stream. That I would like. We can do that. We can
Yeah,
arrange
really?
that. Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah. I'm not sure if we would want to do the demo exactly, because it's still probably going to be a bit rough, but definitely when we have more done.
Oh sure.
Oh, that would be great. I'll definitely talk with my friend about it. The rest of the team.
Your friend. Your image friend.
The friend.
Okay. And I'm almost done. Would you look at that? Okay.
Clean.
Clean as a whistle. Okay, let me do it like this. And then...
What are now the important question? What are you calling the free space in the middle?
I have
That's
no idea.
PLUEY. I don't... PLUEY is for everyone. Everybody gets PLUEY.
PLUEY,
No,
That's true.
we know that PLUEY has been implemented, so PLUEY has to be in the middle.
PLUEY has been implemented
PLUEY
and
in the middle.
and is for everyone.
Shout out to 8byte, my goat, my absolute goat 8byte.
But here's the
No, wait.
thing, though.
Remember,
Who-
look at my malfunction.
Let me see. Hold on in a
I'm
second.
actually working on my game right now. I'm multitasking.
Good luck with that.
How are we sure if PLUEY is like actually a character?
Yes.
We're not sure of anything except that PLUEY will be there.
That's true.
I know
the point.
Chloe will be there.
That's all we know. We don't know anything else.
Everyone gets PLUEY for free!
For all we know, PLUEY could be like a concept in universe or something.
Or he could be like an area. I think, okay, here's the
It doesn't
thing.
matter. PLUEY is PLUEY.
I feel like
True.
if whenever that, you know, we actually find out what PLUEY is, and if PLUEY isn't a character, we should still refer to whatever PLUEY is as him.
True.
Yeah, PLUEY isn't a character, he's an icon.
That's true! That's true! Okay, awesome. Clean. God, so many messages in chat to catch up with. Oh god. Hello everybody. Hi Doc. Apple Girlington
Everyone's
sweep.
watching today.
You know what's up,
Yeah.
Jakul.
Yeah, you're right, Rhombus. There's no way it's an area. Like, seems to have been implemented very recently. So
That's true. That's true.
There's
An
probably
area, just the PLUEY zone.
The PLUEY zone!
The PLUEY!
yeah.
You have entered the PLUEY.
We have entered PLUEY. Okay, hold on. Hello, Doc and Rhombus Real. Hello, yes. Hold on, let me skim all of your messages. Hang out for a bit, yeah, that's okay. My suggestion, black as Shadow Guy's theme in... No! We can't do that, isn't it? No more! No Homestuck songs in Deltarune. Ah! Sad.
I mean, didn't he confirm that there was going to be no Homestuck
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
No Homestuck songs
Yeah,
in
the
Deltarune.
Rock
Phantasm is fucking
That's what
dead.
we're talking about. It's the sad news.
Penumbra
No
Phantasm
Penumbra
is fucking
Phantasm.
dead.
Penumbros were... The thing is, my cope wasn't even Penumbra because I was so sure of Penumbra. But okay. Let me repeat here something that friend Witcher said, since she's more involved in just the music side of things. She said basically that because of the presence of Nightmare Night in Deltarune already, and because the Holy already has like basically like a I don't know, copyright-free version of Penumbra Phantasm or whatever, that essentially means to her that it will still happen, there will be a Penumbra-like song in Deltarune, but it will not be recognizable as straight-up Penumbra. Basically, that's her take. And I think
Legally
that's...
distinct.
Yeah, legally
A
distinct.
man's scope will never die.
Yeah, exactly.
The copy of supply will never end.
Deltarune tomorrow, psych! 3 days! Yeah. So many theories shot down, so many huge characters, 2 secret bosses in 1 day. Exactly! Like, so... People have been making tribute images to, like, all of the different fan concepts, and it's just so sad because I see all of those and I'm like, man, I wasn't into the Deltarune fandom enough during this period. I don't know, like, so many of these guys. I've only seen them, like, in the images. I haven't even read about Flowery. Like, everybody knows Flowery, and I haven't even read about him.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't even in the whole, in the know with the theories and everything.
Well,
with fan content.
theories is one thing, fan content is another, and yeah, I hope that I will be that I don't know. I'm trying to choose my piece and decide that I won't stress about it all that much, because when the chapters come out, I will be there. I will be there with everybody else, and we will be screaming ape theory.
We will be screaming ape.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited.
Honestly, I'm so excited for like 99% of all theories to be completely crushed and annihilated. It's gonna be so awesome.
My god.
God.
Oh, hello to Nascaptor. Oh, I'm excited to watch Vark Skeletor play it. Yeah, I thought that would be something. I'm excited to see Snapcube play it. I've seen some of her like newer playthrough, and she's just... I don't know, there's something about her. There's something about that playthrough that's like just hits right, you know? But I'm also excited for Born Losers Gaming to play it. Oh, so many people to watch immediately. My second suggestion is no Homestuck music is another Tony trick in all squares. Fun fact, I knew the Deltarune Secret Boss fan game came out literally the week before chapters 3 and 4. A week? Wait, so what would that be? Do you mean like... I don't think you mean... I don't know. No songs intended for Homestuck or featuring Homestuck music will be in Deltarune. The ever so convenient The Holy and April 2012 in my back pocket. I don't think those are... It's again, it's like kind of. I don't think April 2012 was intended for it. It was just made around the time, and the Holy is again a legally distinct Penumbra Phantasm quote. So.
I think it's like
Destruct with diversion season. Okay, sorry.
What?
To continue, please, Salmo.
I think it's like trying to see references to like the Gaster motif, but not as exaggerated. Like I think some of the songs weren't meant as references.
I
They're
mean,
just
yeah.
similar, maybe.
No, yes, we know this. It's like way closer musical analysis with Penumbra Phantasm than just saying, hey, it kind of sounds like Gaster's theme.
Oh my god, PLUEY!
PLUEY. PLUEY is for everyone, so it's a free space.
Free PLUEY.
Free.
Wait, do we have a list of all the insane people that are watching Craft stream? Right, we have Circulo, we have the creator of PLUEY. What do we have? What else do we have?
Right, no, because 8byte watched a little bit of my Homestuck he read through, apparently, and 8byte is the creator of PLUEY, of this fella, so that's pretty funny.
For you didn't write the currency for the $4.99.
Oh, that's true.
Make it dark dollars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's next on the chopping block? Okay, I'm gonna hold off with some of my own thoughts. So, anything from you guys.
You should start with
Virus.
yours, I think. Like the ones you
Virus.
already thought of.
Okay.
Papyrus.
Papyrus. What do you think about Papyrus, Cap?
He has to be here.
He has to be
We have
here.
to see Papyrus.
Papyrus showing up, yeah, that's a good one.
What's your? I don't think so. I mean, I honestly can imagine Toby holding off on Papyrus until chapter 7.
If he does, if Papyrus isn't in chapters 3 and 4, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna throw up in his house.
That's true,
Definitely.
actually. In his house like carpet, obviously.
House like
He's
hell.
definitely not gonna be in chapter 3. Chapter 3 is definitely gonna be like mostly just Dark World. Maybe chapter 4, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I will cry if he's not in Deltarune chapters 3.
How do you picture him actually, like as a character? Will he be much different? Will he have his battle body?
The night.
I don't think he'll have his battle body.
Really?
But I think no. Well, why would he? He got it for like a party in Snowden.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Like
that's
a
the
week
thing.
ago.
He might be have it from like another party for all you know.
No. He said that he got it from a party like a week ago before Frisk
Yeah.
arrived. Just a week,
Yeah,
like
it was
7 days.
Yeah, it was just a week. They've been there. They've definitely been in the Undertale for more than a week.
That's true. Okay. I'll drop
Jekyll?
Papyrus. Where does Papyrus go? Where does
Jekyll,
Papyrus go?
You're not my friend, and you're not invited to my birthday party.
Okay, sorry.
Damn.
Where does Papyrus go, Cap? Where do you think Papyrus should go?
I mean, let's just go through like kind of rows. Let's go top
Okay.
left corner.
Sure.
I feel like that's easier.
Okay, Betty in chat says, as long as he doesn't have a fedora, I will be happy. That's... I remember that phase where people were designing him after his initial Daydan-inspired look.
There's a reason why that was
That was
wasn't
scrapped,
the
yeah.
final design.
Yeah. Speaking of Daydan, by the way, how's about that Daydan theme in the new off demo, in the off re-release demo? I think it's pretty cool. The Bones Trussell quote isn't that obvious. I feel like it's not intrusive, but a lot of people have been really aggressive about it.
I think those people are being stupid.
The internet is always being stupid, unnecessary, aggressive, and dumb.
Fine.
Like, why do you care about this? It's not that big of a deal.
Besides, I feel like people are like exaggerating this a lot and acting like Toby broke into Mortis Ghost's house and like forced him to do these changes when Mortis Ghost is still the developer. He had to approve of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
like, he approved it.
Besides, the entire song is like so much more than just that quote, and the entire song very much does not feel Papyrus. So, yeah. This is Papyrus from memory. I hope I'm doing a good job.
It's very
You
good.
are. My boy.
It's good.
My best friend.
That's
It's
true.
definitely Papyrus.
Papyrus is everybody's
I miss
best
him.
friend.
I miss him so much.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
And
He's the only Undertale main character that hasn't even been named.
I feel like the fact that Papyrus was like teased like that, right, and then continued to be teased in chapter 2. It's such a power move from Toby, I feel, because you'd expect him to do that for Sans, right? But because he did that to Papyrus, there suddenly is like a manufactured excitement for Papyrus specifically, and I think that is really, really funny.
Sans
think
had
so? Sorry,
Yeah?
continue.
Sans had too much excitement from Undertale. It's Papyrus turning Deltarune now.
That's true. Okay,
Do you think maybe
How's about
Sans
this
is
papaya?
just messing with us?
oh, he clearly is,
You
yes.
think?
He is specifically messing with the player, I feel. With us, not Chris. Chris has
Yeah.
Chris
I
has
don't think
no
at
idea.
this point he knows the players exist.
I don't know. I feel like he does enough in the first chapter to really show that there's something there. Like not necessarily a full knowledge, but something. Anyway, Papyrus.
Oh no.
Oh, the
That's
motorbike
definitely-
clowns.
My motorcycles.
Sans is definitely messing with Chris too because you know I befriended your mother last night.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, but
Sans just messes with everyone. That's kind of his whole thing. He's a goofy guy like that.
yeah.
he has goofy goober. Okay, I'm really trying to fit this in here.
The small you.
The drunk casing.
Okay, let me catch up with
If
some of the
Papyrus
messages in
doesn't
chat.
show up, that's just gonna make me more convinced that he's doing something important.
Oh, that's true.
I feel
also.
like I feel
think
like
it's probably-
if he wasn't important to the plot of Deltarune, they would have just shown him.
But again, it could just be a big jape. I don't know, man.
But I like
Yeah.
okay, Ubisoft likes doing japes, but like this it's Papyrus, like that's I don't think he would do that. Like it doesn't seem like his style specifically.
Okay.
Do you
okay,
think if
okay.
we see Papyrus, it
haha,
would be like
Just like haha,
some-
you don't get Papyrus for 4 years. It's more like mean.
See,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I agree, but also because of my recent interest in Homestuck, I've been like kind of used to those kinds of moves because, well, obviously, Toby is not Hussy, far from it, right? But Hussy is exactly the kind
God.
of person that would do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me read some messages into chat because I won't be able to read everything. I'm really sorry, guys, but yeah. My personal opinion on Dayden, it's fine, but putting the Bone Trussel motif on the drop is a bit much. I don't know, man. It's like, it's not even a full quote of the motif. I feel like it's fine. I mean, you can dislike it, but yeah, hopefully nobody here is that aggressive about it, as I've seen.
I think the reactions it got are really stupid.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people put a lot more, like they put too much intent into what Toby does. Sometimes he just does something unintentionally. He he did not study music theory. He just kind of he's very talented at music, but he doesn't like a lot of the things he doesn't do that intentionally. Which is why I find it a little silly that people keep on reading Gaster motifs into literally every piece of music he writes, and it's like he just does it by accident sometimes.
That's the
Like
thing.
the Gaster motif is a really simple melody. It's bound to be there on accident.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
that's-
fucking
well-
notes.
Well, okay. Let me correct something here. It's like you can specifically analyze it musically whether it is there. Like even if you hear it there, it might not actually be there. Like just watch the Andrew Cunningham video. But the point is, I think that besides it not actually being everywhere, like people are saying, it is really neat. I think, like, narratively speaking, that the people keep hearing it everywhere because, you know, Gaster, WD Gaster, shattered across time and space, you know, haunting the narrative, everything, all of that kind of stuff. I think that is really funny combined with the fandom's obsession with his theme, and I just think that is
That's
really
true.
funny. And
I think-
somewhat meta poignant, you know.
I think, to be honest, Another Him is like the only other track that's basically confirmed, kinda, to be an alternative to Gaster's theme. I mean,
won't.
it's literally Another Him.
Yes, I know, but Salmo, please, like, Darkness Falls exists. Anyway, let me actually catch up with chat. I've said this 3 times. I'm sorry. Hello, PLUEY phrase. I finally got to actually welcome you. I've been trying to for 3 times already. The Flesh Maze Tango replacement, on the other hand, what did they do? Where's the Tango? Okay, I haven't actually seen the full demo, so I don't know what you're talking about, Izen. Unironically, even if we didn't see both Sans and Papyrus, I'd be more excited to see Paps. True. I remember seeing someone joking about what if Deltarune Papyrus is just a smaller Sans, and while I obviously don't want this to be, I still find the idea hilarious, alright. Would be funny if he only shows up for 5 seconds in the after credits scene. It would be heartbreaking though, like Cap said. People see Toby make a funny joke that subverts expectations and think that means he loves bad writing. That also true. Oh, see, that's the thing, because Hasi is the one that loves bad writing for the sake of joking on, like, doing a joke on top of the audience. Toby, you know, actually does good writing, just by its own. Hey kiddo, here's my brother times new robot. Kainan demo. Yeah, 3rd Scala brother, revealed in Deltarune. You think it's gonna be Papyrus and that's a new character.
Oh my god.
Any discussion about Gaster's theme and should just end with just watch the Andrew Cunningham video.
That's true. that's true.
Also, Guitar theme does show up in different tracks, but not like it's not everywhere. Yeah, okay. Hello, Gingy. Welcome to the stream. Toby is a man of fan service. The man made a full version of a boss where the entire plot is he dies in 1 hit. Oh, right. Okay,
That's
yeah.
true.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So let
That is
me put off some of my agenda here now. So,
Alright.
I think that...
Maybe instead of putting them like one after the other, put them in like big random squares.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one here. So, I still think that it would be super funny if, because of the fact that we have 7 chapters of Deltarune, it would be incredibly funny if there was like title screen intermission between chapter 3 and 4. So I'm gonna put that down on a square. I just think it would be so funny.
I gotta write like the fucking list, yeah.
Again, it's just perfect enough, you know. And also, another reason is because as a game that I really love, called Wonder Song, also did that. It has a 7-act structure, and in between 3 and 4 there is an intermission, and it fits, like, there is a specific reveal that fits specifically in that part of the story, but it is just so funny because it is blatantly a reference to Homestuck, and the creator is like not even trying to hide it, because there is an actual reference to Homestuck in the game, and I think that is really funny. Anyway, let me just like...
This is a good place to put the fact that I know and have met the creator of Wonder Song.
Yes, I remember you talking about this.
I'm actually going on a camping trip with him. Later this
Huh?
month.
What?
They there's a big group of indie developers in our city, and they sometimes organize camping trips, and I'm coming along.
That's so cool.
Huh.
Have fun on that, wow.
Yeah, Greg Lobanov. He's a cool guy.
Seems like a very cool guy.
Yes. I volunteered for him at once. That was fun.
Volunteered in what way?
He and some other indie devs had organized something it was called a game garden, which was like a little arcade kind of thing where local developers could show off their games for 8 hours, and anyone just off the street could come in and play their games. It was basically like a kind of advertisement for local indie developers.
That's really cool. Wow.
I was volunteering there. I was helping with. I was like the door person.
Wow. Okay. That's super cool.
Damn.
Anyway, what could they do in a potential intermission like this? I don't know. I just wanna put this here because I think it would be really funny. I still get I remember back when I was watching The Thing. You know The Thing. Yeah, you know The Thing. The chapter, the Deltarune stream from Fangamer for the anniversary. I didn't read Homestuck at that point, right? But I remember rewatching it after I read Homestuck, and I was like, wait, he just mentioned it like that. I also okay. Another thing I think that is really interesting. I mean, well, not interesting, but just in general exciting is that in the Destructoid interview, he mentioned it by name, finally. It's been a while, which, he doesn't have to, but I think it's just neat. And he said that he hasn't composed for Hive Swap Act 3, but he kind of wants to in the future. He was just way too busy, which is understandable. But he said that after he's done with a lot of other business, it could be fun to go back and do something for Homestuck again. And I think that is really exciting that he mentioned that for me. Anyway, yeah, I think that is awesome. Y'all should read the Destructoid interview. It's good. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Intermission between chapters 3 and 4. There we go. We have Itchy and Crowbar here on the dot on the square.
So cool.
I love the art you're doing for the bingo, by the way. It's a fun and personal touch. Thank you! I did the same thing when I was tier listing tag characters after being done with Act 5 of Homestuck on stream, and that was pretty fun too. I need to redo that tier list at some point because, man, have my opinions changed, but yeah. I said this before, but my prediction for the bingo board is that the Tenna we see in the trailer isn't actually what he looks like. His design is too similar to Spamton. Maybe he stole his look or something. I feel like it could also just be that they are, related, and that's why they look very similar in body. I feel like that could also be the case.
Spamton specifically stole, what was his name? Swatch's look.
Yes, that is true. He did do that.
They even make a comment about it. It's intentional. Swatch, they made a comment about it in the game.
Yeah, I remember that. But that's just the glasses thing and the suit thing. It's just the actual his actual stature could be something separate. I think it would be a good twist if Rudy doesn't die, mainly just because I want him to end up with Asgore. I mean, Rudy x Asgore being endgame would be pretty damn funny and nice and cool, I think.
I mean, it is kind of Chekhov's terminal illness, but it's like Chekhov's terminal illness. Something has to happen with it. I don't think it's necessarily that he has to die, but it is possible that perhaps. I'm still firmly of the belief that Noelle is going to make her own Dark World at some point,
yes.
possibly in Chapter 7.
Yes, to cure Rudy, yeah.
Most people think it's because Rudy's going to die. It could be that he doesn't die, but they do announce that his illness is terminal and he's going to die. And, she makes the Dark World because she wants to be able to heal him.
Okay.
That's also possible.
I
That's
was
gonna
thinking
be
the same
so
about.
tragic.
I was thinking the same about Rudy making it out as a bingo slot.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put that
Yeah, I
on
was
though.
gonna.
Considering
I
how
was gonna say because like I am one of the the aforementioned people that thinks is gonna die, and
Yeah,
I-
believe me, I'm still thinking he's gonna die. I agree. But I'm saying
think-
it's possible.
I think he is fucked, and therefore make it a slot that in one of these new chapters he either dies or is said that he will die by like a doctor or something.
Yeah, I agree.
God. Okay, I'm gonna put it on that Rudy lives. Then I'm just gonna put it on.
That's
Well,
gonna be
I mean,
so
this is good for
fun.
chapter 3 and 4. I don't think he's gonna die in the next 2 chapters
Okay.
because that feels like definitely a plot culmination thing.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
it's a chapter 7.
Yeah,
moment.
but like announce that it's terminal in chapter 4 maybe a bit.
Yeah, that could be it. I don't know. I also did hear I have heard Rudy and Asgore's relationship. I did hear a possible interpretation of their relationship in that Asgore is deeply in love with Rudy, but Rudy's straight, and he like jokes about being gay sometimes. But
Oh no.
doesn't actually reciprocate Asgore's
Oh
feelings.
my god!
And to me, I think that's the kind of that's canon to me, unfortunately.
You're evil.
Unfortunately,
You're evil.
Right? Asgore can get a
It's
break.
true.
I don't think Asgore. That's just how it is.
You don't think
Asgore.
Asgore deserves a happy ending?
I don't. No. I think Asgore deserves a happy ending. I just don't think he will get a happy ending.
Yeah, that's
Asgore never
fair.
gets a happy ending.
He's like
Doomed.
the punching bag of this franchise.
Doomed
unfortunately.
by
There
the
is no
narrative.
universe in which Asgore gets to be happy. He's just fun everywhere for some reason.
doomed
Like,
by the
it's not
narrative
weird,
in
baby,
every
because
universe.
one of them is actually
Totally.
gay. But I like basically Rudy is like a straight guy making jokes about being gay, like ha ha ha. We should why don't you just marry me already, lol. But like
On
doesn't
Pride Month?
actually. But yeah, in 5 months. He doesn't. He like Rudy's married. Like he's happily, not happily maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. This just feels like the direction
what
the relationship could go.
From what we heard, the mayor kinda seems to suck.
Well, we haven't met her yet. She seems pretty strict, and she
Yeah.
definitely her relationship with Noelle is definitely tense. But I think if she was like actively abusive towards Noelle, Rudy would not be in a relationship with her.
Yeah. He specifically says something like, her mother, love her, but she can be hard on her, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this for a Rudy drawing?
Do you think we'll
Awesome.
encounter the mayor?
Okay, but like,
Oh, yeah,
Rudy
definitely.
makes it. It's not a great bingo entry.
Okay,
because,
okay,
like,
how about this? How about this? Right next to it, there's
No,
Rudy
it's-
dies!
No, having a bingo board with 2 mutually
wait.
exclusive options is a shitty bingo board. You can do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's cheating. That's cheating.
And like Rudy
do it,
makes
Trap.
it. It's a
Yeah.
bad. Rudy makes it. It's not a great slot
Okay,
for
okay.
an incomplete game because he could
You have to
die on
commit to
7
one
and
object.
be 5
Okay,
or
okay, fine,
That's
fine,
right.
fine.
Yeah.
That's right.
make it. You should make it. You should
True X's.
make it a good slot. You should make it like the opposite. So like Rudy is terminal or something.
Hey, Asri.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Let me go.
Okay. we can workshop this one later.
Okay, let's
we
just
can
move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
move on. Okay.
No, either you make an entry to this terminal, or you don't make an entry at all. 'Cause
Okay,
it's just
freaking-
not a good entry.
Hey, it's fine. It's bingo, not your bingo. Make your own bingo.
What if something happens to Rudy instead of Rudy living or dying?
Hyper realistic blood.
Hyper realistic. Okay.
Pretty decapitated.
What if it's something happening to Rudy instead of either dying or living?
Wait, something happens to
Okay.
Rudy.
How about this?
Wow.
How about this?
Commit to one option. And also
Dude.
let Kraft make their own choices.
There we go. Now it's perfectly neutral. Perfectly neutral square.
Okay, but
Thing.
okay,
Rudy
that's
does
the
a thing.
thing.
That's
Like,
not. That's not anything.
Are you gonna count it if he has a single line?
Yes. No. That's the thing. Rudy does a thing. Okay. Hold on a second. Parentheses. Besides talking. There we go.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
God. Something plausible.
Okay. Let me catch up with the chat, or at least a little bit of the chat. Oh, people are talking about night theories. Nightmare, Vessel Knight, Bwomp. Rudy does a thing confirmed canon. Hello, Sammy is random. Rudy is slightly more sick, like 2% more sick. Craft some bits to centuries. Okay. Thank you, Betty. Okay. We had another cap one. Let's do Asfi. Your agenda.
Well, you know what my answer is gonna be.
Yes. Where does it go?
Washington.
Okay, under PLUEY.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Actually, at the bottom under PLUEY.
Okay.
Is it gonna
Okay, I
be
thought your
Apple or
suggestion
Return
was
or
under
Frankenstein?
PLUEY, in that it's a version of Undertale but PLUEY.
Under
What is your
PLUEY.
suggestion?
Under PLUEY.
What's your actual suggestion?
Apple Girlington shows
Yes.
up.
Apple Girl.
Yeah, Apple Girlington.
Okay. I need to draw her
Okay, but
accurately.
let's hypothetically say she doesn't appear. How would you feel?
Betrayed.
Terrible, betrayed.
Sorry, who is this?
Okay, Apple Girlington is Toby Fox's
Toby's Toho OC.
Yeah,
from, like,
Toby's
2012.
Toho OC from like 2012, and because of Chris's theming around apples, people say that there is a chance that she will be at least referenced in chapter 3 specifically because of the apple scented shampoo. It's like a very big stretch, but I think it's really funny and I really like thinking about it.
It's a nice theory, but I feel like Toby is trying to move away from older works over than
La 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 la,
That's
I
the
can hear
thing,
you.
though.
No.
He seems to be
No.
embracing
He
them a
wouldn't.
lot more recently. It feels like.
He will do. He really will do.
Awesome.
There we go. An apple disaster.
Girls wearing hats.
That's also true. Okay. Any more predictions, Asfi? Are there any Apple Girlington in Deltarune takes that you enjoy?
Just she shows up
Okay,
in
awesome.
chapter 3.
There are-
I don't think she's gonna be a secret boss, cause like the apple shampoo bottle is everything but unused.
Yeah.
So
something reference, and I understand this, and I get it.
Epic cowboy shootout scene.
Okay, there we go. That's Apple Girlington. How are we feeling about this?
Good.
Hold on. I need to insert a little bit of my own agenda here.
Apple.
Yeah.
This is how fruits look in Homestuck. Anyway.
Okay.
Let me look at the chat again. After reading Oblivion Theory, I'm all in on Vessel Knight. It just makes too much sense. You think so? I don't like... Okay, I haven't seen most of Oblivion Theory, but from what little I've seen of it, I don't like how they talk about Kara, personally. And that's just kind of dissuaded me from actually getting into it. And I think that is perhaps really petty, but I think it's a little too late now.
Ooh, demon.
It's okay. Shun the non-believer. Papyrus Knight hype moments and aura. True. I really like the idea of Mayor Knight, of Carol Knight. I really like it.
I'm still personally in the Death Knight camp.
Death Knight? Interesting.
Yeah.
She goes out of the depths to make like passages into the depths, aka dark fountains.
It's gonna be a Earthbound thing. It's a mother with the, what was his name, Lucas?
I have a question for all of you.
Yeah?
Do you think Gaster is actually going to appear?
Like physically, like as a sprite?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't know. I don't honestly. That's one of the few things that I don't feel comfortable taking a shot at.
Yeah, I
think he has to be. He will. I don't know if he'll show up, but I think he will play like an very important role.
Oh, obviously.
He has.
Yeah, of course.
He has to. It's hard to say whether he'll actually show up because we know that he's in pieces. So I don't know. Maybe a piece of him will show up.
I feel like
him showing up would be really cool, like hype moments and aura, but also it will take a bit away from the mysterious factor.
That's what I was also thinking, right? But at the same time, I think
but like
his
I will
presence...
mind because hype moments and aura, you know.
I feel like his presence should be obvious to somebody who isn't absolutely brain rotted about Deltarune and Undertale.
That's true. That's true.
And I also feel like all of the stuff inside of Undertale, fun events and unused stuff that you're only supposed to look at yourself and not share, which that didn't happen, but like I feel like all of that is a tease and then Deltarune is the payoff. At least I feel like it should be. Besides, you know, darker yet darker, Deltarune was the dream before Undertale was a thing. We know this, we know this, we saw, so like, yeah. Apple Girlington. Okay, God, I need to skip so many messages. Hello, Autotheal. Oblivion Theory so mid. That's the thing, I don't know much about it. Toby put a song from yeah.
To me, Mayor Knight is intriguing, but I just don't see a motivation for Carol because from what we know of her, she seems very, like, straight-laced. She wants, like, her kind of main goal is, like, keeping hometown safe and quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen her yet, but that's the vibe I get from the way people talk about her. She's like very work-oriented. She's trying to make sure, like, I don't see why she would be going around opening dark fountains in order to bring about the roaring. That feels like I don't see what her motivation would be in that case.
A nice smile.
Okay. That's true, and I agree.
I don't think... Okay, Carol is not her confirmed name. People just call her that because that's the only... It probably is, though. It's Christmas themed. We know her name probably starts with a C.
Yeah, because of the letter in Asgore's place.
Unless her name is literally Christmas. But that would make no sense.
But then Rudy would be calling Chris by his wife's name.
Exactly. It
That's
doesn't
true.
make sense.
The smiler.
The Smiler. Okay. Nightmare would go hard, sorry, it's okay. People that believe currently in Chris Knight are so odd to me because, and like no offense, right? But like it's essentially like their whole thing currently, right, is that Chris literally does the thing on screen they have to be the knight, and then Chris Knight disbelievers are be like, hey, that didn't happen. That's not the case. Chris can make a dark fountain without them being the knight. That's the thing. So
Yeah, it's
so
more than
The
one.
only way,
Queen literally
The only
gave
way
them a
Chris-
tutorial like 10 minutes prior.
the only way Chris Knight works for me is with that theory of there being several knights, and that knight is just a word for
yes.
whoever opens a dark fountain.
Which,
the 7
honest-
days and 7 nights theory.
Which honestly works for me also because I really enjoy the aspect of Deltarune where different characters use the same word or name for different things essentially, right? Like
Yeah.
Ralsei's understanding of the angel because of the prophecy is most likely vastly different than the light world religion's understanding of the angel, for instance, right? And I like that aspect, and I kind of feel like the knight could also be part of that theme, that general theme.
I feel like we need to move on. We need to
Yes,
start
yes,
filling out
yes,
this
yes,
bingo
yes,
board,
yes,
because it's been like
100%.
an hour.
Okay,
Okay,
let me.
Alora,
No,
let's
I have a
address
thing. I have a
the
thing. I have a
elephant
thing.
in the room. Friend inside me.
Friend.
Shut up, fucking.
Yeah.
Do not talk to me about friend inside of me. Stop.
Why?
Enough. Enough.
Mr. Friend inside me.
We've had enough. We've
Okay.
had enough.
Okay.
No
okay.
more friends.
It's
Do
not
it,
an option.
do it.
Okay. Let me.
What do you mean it's not an option? It has to be.
Do it! Do it,
No,
what
no.
the fuck?
Let Prep
Okay.
say their thing.
So this is obviously my personal agenda, right? Very much related
Oh my
to
God.
my recent interests, but I think it just this is like not even like a very major thing. But the Shadow guys should in some way have a reference to the Midnight Crew, and I am not going to
Cope.
give this up.
Cope.
Not saying that it
don't
will
know
be a
what- I don't know what
musical
that is.
reference. I'm saying it will be a somewhat of a reference.
I don't know what that is.
Midnight Crew is a group of characters from Homestuck, and they are these shadowy mobsters that have guns, and they have like a lot of different songs attached to them. So before, people were thinking that there could be a quote from Black, which is a theme of Jack Noir, which was one of the members of the Midnight Crew. But then obviously that got stricken down, and now I'm just generally hoping for there to be a, sort of reference in any way, it's just a joke or one-off-line or anything,
Okay, yeah, you're coping.
Yes. that's my cope.
Can I have a slot after this?
Sure.
All of these bingos are like, there's a lot of niche bingo ideas here.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes this fun, right?
True.
Okay. That's my agenda. What about you, Saddest?
Okay, I have this feeling that Mr. Generosity might be a rook piece.
Chef
Okay.
Fury.
Well,
Chef Fury alert.
that's okay. I won't put that on specifically that it will be a rook piece, right? But I think that is really interesting because current existing pieces that are like from our existing chapter 1 characters, we have Mr. Society, who is a bishop, and we have Mr. Elegance, who is a knight. And then we got Mr. Generosity from that one Toby post on Blue Sky, I'm pretty sure. I think.
one?
Actually, no, not on
The
Blue Sky.
one.
It was testing out the Undertale account to see if it's not shadow banned. But yeah, I feel like that at least that is some kind of hint that, oh, there will be a new chess piece character. I think that's plausible, so I'm gonna put that on. Not specifically that it'll be a rook piece, because that's a little too
Okay.
specific, but yeah. Let's
Fair enough. I can work with a chess piece.
Is it generosity with an S or with a C?
S.
Okay, well, I did.
Why did you write it with a C? Even though we
Because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
is generosity with a C or an S? It's an S. Okay.
S.
Just needed to know how to spell it incorrectly. That's why you asked.
That's true.
Let me design a Mr. Generosity real quick.
I may need to go soon. Could the next panel be mine?
Sure.
Alright.
So what are you thinking? Because I'm not gonna speak too much about this one.
Rousey crashes out.
Oh. Okay, please elaborate.
Yeah.
I think that okay, to elaborate and like be less memey, I think that Mike or whoever the boss is will reveal that Chris is the one who made the fountain, which will make Rousey have very complicated feelings for Chris afterwards.
Okay, I think that is interesting, but here's my 2 cents on this. I feel like Rousey would know from the very beginning of the chapter. Because, like,
So,
yeah, like, if... It's odd, right? Because Rousey has this weird knowledge all the time about things. He doesn't share much of it, right? And I feel like, if anything, he would have something like, I don't know, in front... Okay, maybe like this, In front of the player, he would still want to make like an act, like, you know, make it seem like this great adventure, like he was supposed to from the beginning. But then in like an astral projection scene, right, he would talk to Chris specifically about it, right, and that would be the topic of their conversation for that chapter, if anything. That would be my yeah.
No, I'm definitely suspicious of Ralphie. I think he knows too much, and I don't think there are things he's not telling us. But I do think, I would argue that he would get surprised and angry at Chris, were he to find out that Chris made the Dark Fountain specifically, because I don't think Chris making a Dark Fountain goes into his plans.
No, absolutely not.
He's going, like, that's not his plan. His plan is to make things fun and interesting for us, the player.
Well, yeah, but I feel like they care about Chris themselves too, in a way.
Yes, but I feel like, well, they definitely do. He definitely does. But I think since it's not within his plan and it's Chris going against the will of the player, he's probably going to have some complicated feelings about it.
Okay, let's put this on here.
Rousey sus.
Rousey sus.
Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, I had a thought, but it escaped me. Hopefully it'll return.
I hate when that happens.
Hello, WD Gaster. Welcome to the stream.
Oh my god, it's Gaster.
Holy shit, a real Gaster.
Gaster, can you confirm any of this?
Bingo.
It's also craft. It's surprise, not surprise.
I'm going to... Sleep with one eye open.
knew?
Pointed out a misspelling.
I think that's a skill issue of yours.
That is a skill issue, yeah.
Oh yeah, and that tomorrow's is wrong in the title.
I'm going to.
You're a mess.
I'm
You're
not
a
fixing.
fucking
I'm not
mess.
fixing that. Okay. I'm not
Typo in
fixing.
the description.
Hello, Ellington
Listen, I
Orozco.
don't think Rousey is evil. I think Rousey has like completely like good intent. Like I think he's a sweet little boy, and I don't think he's intentionally doing anything wrong or like he does not have malicious intentions.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that.
Yeah.
That would be lame. What I do think is that he is hiding some stuff.
Okay, here is my.
Oh,
thing.
Rhombus, you're so real for that. Naps the Blick in chapter 3. Let's go.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do some stuff about like character inclusions. Let me see. Hello, Eliza. Rosie looks so derpy. I love it. Yeah. Tried my best here. I was gonna mention yes, Napstablook, but I was also gonna mention Catty in chapter 4, because like not confirmed, but like I feel like you can't have Catty without Joking. You can't have Jockington without Catty, right? I feel.
Yeah.
And
Catty,
too many.
Ducky.
Yeah.
Too many people like, and I feel like there are too many people just like refusing to talk about Catty for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
Catty is cool.
Catty is really cool.
I love her.
I love her, and I love the implication of her past with Chris in like this whole thing of like Chris not like being perceived by all of the adults as not really having friends, them being, you know, doing this witchcraft stuff with this another quiet kid essentially. I think that's really neat, and I would really like to see their past friendship explored more in the game. So yeah, I guess there isn't too much else to say. One thing that I remember made up in like back in 2021, I believe, I had like a whole concept for what a Catty party member would look like how you have Noelle in chapter 2, right? And my concept was that she would be this scribe that would like visually do spells by like specifically like scribbling on some paper, and then I had like an idea for like a Snowgrave equivalent, right, where she would essentially, if her equivalent of like a Snowgrave spell would be she writes down the name of the enemy and then pierces it with the pen, and like that also makes it so the enemy dies. That was my like a little concept that I had back in 2021.
Very cool. I don't think that
There will be a
Catty
new
will be the subject
weird
of a
route,
weird-
yeah. I don't think so either. No more, at least.
I think the weird group is very Noelle centered.
Yes, I do think so as well, especially because of all of the theming we got on her character from Spamton Sweepstakes.
Yep.
Oh, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Hi, my feet!
It's my feet.
I completely did not get the ping at all, even though you did message me.
Yeah, hi. Let
Oh
me
God, I'm
let
so
me
late.
move you, because you're covering cap.
You're drawing Catty.
Yes, I am drawing Catty.
That's like the most people in chat at the same time I've seen in a while.
No, don't move
People
cap.
in
I wanna
VC.
move Muffy. God damn it! Why can't I?
Even to be fair, it's not like Birdley had much more interactions in chapter 1, than Catty.
Yeah, I know, but like
Like, we
there
have a
is
full- we have a full conversation
there is
with
such
her.
a large thread already for her because of the conversation she has with Chris in chapter 2. So yeah. Why can I not find frickin' you? Where the hell are you? There she. Okay.
I'm behind. Hi.
Okay, where do I even? You know what? I'm gonna do the thing that I did with Luna a long time ago. I'm gonna put you upside down
You
over
have too
here.
many icons here.
There we go. Can't wait to see what Birdie's shift with Miss Boom is about. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were assuming that was in the library, but he ran out of the library after
Yeah,
he said
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
I assume that it's at the church.
that's yes, I would say so too. Like I imagine if
I
like
mean, we're getting Church Dark World. Let's go.
I love the fact that we're already getting Church Dark World. Like I love that.
I honestly thought we were gonna get Church Dark World
That's the one of
like
the last ones.
after Rudy died, because I still love the theory that Rudy's gonna die and then Noelle's gonna open a fountain at the graveyard, and then we're gonna have like a graveyard type of like church/graveyard type of Dark World.
I think it's
which
gonna
would
take
be
a
really
little bit
cool.
longer than. Generally, when people die, they don't bury them like the day after
Right.
or like the day of. I feel like
And you also
I think if
it
anything,
takes
she's
a
going to
couple
open the
of
Dark
days,
World in the
yeah.
hospital
Yeah.
when
the
she
hospital.
dies. When he dies, yeah.
You know, the graveyard would be so much cooler because then we could see like Snowy and the other ones too.
Crystal, not
Gerson.
Snowy. Crystal.
Oh yeah, Crystal. But the hospital is good too. I mean, but there's also like because I remember people thinking that Chapter 2 is going to be in the hospital because of the virus and the ambulance too.
Yeah, I remember that. Which was fair. That was kind of like a misdirection on purpose, I'm pretty sure, on Toby's part.
Mhm.
There we go.
So what is this Caddy here for? It's Caddy being in the Dark World.
Catty in Chapter 4, Dark Whirl. Yeah, there we go.
World.
Oh, I
Dark
definitely
World.
think she is because Jockington's going to be in Chapter 4.
Yes,
so
but
I
that's
feel
the
like he would have to be.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? Because, you know, they're the ultimate academic duo, and, like, not enough people are talking about Catty, I feel. Like, I see everybody talk about Jockington, and nobody mentions Catty, and ever.
I think it's just Caddy might. I don't want to say she's boring, but I think
No!
Jockington might
He
be
doesn't have
slightly
much
more
yet.
memorable.
Cathy doesn't have much yet.
I like
So
her.
that's probably
I like her, though.
He is.
I mean, before Chapter 2, Birdie was like not wasn't much too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Chapter 2
annoying.
Thirdly also had not much stuff going on yet.
Yeah, little to nothing.
Actually, I need to color this, too.
I see
be
that
consistent.
giant cope at the top left.
Yes, that's Cap. That's from Cap. That's from Cap.
I'm not coping. You're coping.
No.
Okay.
If Papyrus doesn't show up, I'm gonna cry,
That's okay.
and then I'm gonna go find Toby Fox, and I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that's true. let me look at the chat again. Hello, MD Dreamer. Deltarune will 3 days. Yes, it will 3 days indeed.
That is so crazy. 3 freaking days. And I keep seeing people be on Twitter like, let's delay it another year. I'm not ready.
That's true. I'm not ready either.
That's true.
I'm
not
ready.
That's true.
Skill issue. I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm ready, but I'm not ready.
I'm ready, but I do have
it's-
work in the evening
the
that day.
new
So unfortunately, I
chapters are
can't
releasing-
spend the entire day playing Deltarune. I would like to, but I do have work that
playing
day.
Deltarune, or else you're gonna go on Twitter and you're gonna see like
I'm not on Twitter.
all the spoilers, or just YouTube or anything. Just you could probably go on Google and they'll freaking spoil something. It's like,
I will be on complete blackout on Wednesday.
I have to.
Same.
I have to.
Same.
Which sucks because I'm getting it on the Switch too, and I really want to play Mario Kart World, but I know I need to play Deltarune first.
I'm just gonna have like 40 new mutant words on Twitter.
I can't believe you guys still use Twitter.
It's
It's-
the unfortunate part
it's
is
where-
not everybody is on Blue Sky. I like Blue Sky, but like
not everybody's
Well,
on Blue
be the king
Sky,
you wanna
and
be in the
currently
world.
Blue Sky is like prime Tumblr. I can't take that.
I don't know. I feel like that's a cool part of it.
I can't live like that.
It's more like Twitter than it is like Tumblr. As someone who is on both.
It's just completely millennial humor. I'm not built for that.
I think it's fine.
Is this bingo card, has all of the points already been made and you're just drawing them now?
No, we're making them up as we go.
We're going through them. We're just doing it very slowly.
Also, Blue Sky has barely any shitpost, and like that's the main reason why I use Twitter.
You're just
That's true. But that doesn't mean that
people then.
Blue Sky is useless.
Be the
Like
person that does
almost all the shitpost accounts that I follow are not on Blue Sky.
Well, yeah,
Then
but that's because
find
all of
new
them.
ones.
That's the thing though, because all of them are like, you know, verified and want the engagement for the money.
I've spent years constructing my Twitter feed brick by brick. I cannot start over.
Okay, man.
You don't understand.
Anyway, so.
You don't understand. My feed knows what I like before I do. I can't start from scratch.
I will just say I completely understand.
I don't know.
I don't. I've never used Twitter in my life.
I never understand.
It's got a lot of bad, but it also has a lot of good, enough for you to like want to stay and be like, yeah, I saw this and I liked it. But when it gets bad, it does get bad.
Now.
I mean, I can mitigate the fact that it's a right-wing hell by muting any account that has a take that even slightly annoys me.
Yeah, I just ignore it. I just don't even, like, I'll see someone be like, woke, and I'll just be like, okay, and then I just go along.
No, yeah, I just mute any profile that posts something even mildly annoying to me. That solves it. It's just that easy.
So, Bluey in Chapter 3 is actually interesting because I honestly don't know if they're going to do that because we already got Toriel, and that's got to be a big thing. And then Undyne is probably going to be in.
No,
and
that's
Toby
the
already
thing.
said that Chapter 3 is going to be smaller than Chapter 2, and maybe Chapter 1.
The Bluey part is that you're giving up Undyne for Bluey.
What? No.
Really? No?
Well, then I don't.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Okay, I've seen way more people to be like that, so I don't know. Yes, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose, by the way.
I like having 2 lighteners per, like, because like in Chapter 2 we got Noelle and Birdley, and then like I like that in Chapter 3 we'll have Toriel and Undyne, and then Chapter 4 Jockington and Caddy. I like that it's just. Yeah, I mean, not that I know, but I like that if it would go to 2, so we have enough time to actually, like, interact with these characters. Because Knights of Luke doesn't even have a dialogue portrait in Chapter 3, and I know that's a lot of things where people are saying that characters with dialogue portraits are going to most likely be more important characters.
But consider
the
fact that I love them.
That's also true.
That's
look
true.
At them. Look at their face. How can you say
I'm not saying Knights of Luke isn't cute.
Okay. How about this?
You're bullying them.
Well, I'm dying.
I'm dying.
You can't have Bluey or Undyne in the same square. That's cheating.
That is not cheating. I make the rules, okay?
Yes, it is. It's cheating.
Draw a little tiny fish under that.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is that all cops are bad. Bye.
I mean, look. Yes. But these guys are barely cops. All they do is kind of sit around.
Except Asgore might have killed Death, and that's why he's not.
I don't think. Okay, Asgore did not kill Death. I think if he did, he would be in prison.
Yeah. That's so suspicious,
I
though,
think he failed to find Death, and that's what happened.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that never even came into my mind. Like Carol's like, you find her and you didn't even find her, you're off the force, but it's not like Undyne and freaking Knights of Luke are finding them, so.
Yeah. And like, Undyne, I think Napstablook joining the force is more recent thing because they joined the force because like they felt I think Undyne felt bad for them or something.
Bluey only
It is kind
accidentally
of weird
became
that
a cop,
Netflix
yeah.
was a cop.
You know what that means? Fish!
Fish.
Thank you, W. the Gaster. Okay, hold on a second. There are so many messages. I'll die before I use UTDR Discords. They won't let me wing my dings without sending an ID. I live in the void and I don't have my wallet. I mean, not all of them need that verification though. If you can manage your Twitter timeline to not have any right-wing crap, then you can build a new timeline on Blue Sky. Also true.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been talking
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes. That's for some reason my mic stopped working. I will end it all.
I didn't hear a damn thing.
Oh no! Oh, that's a shame. No one has. We're hear you now, but no one was hearing you for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Good.
Damn it. That explains why I was always being talked over. That
A
explains it.
question: were you never looking at the green circle?
I'm not looking at Discord. I have another tab over
You need to
Discord.
keep filling these. We're, like barely halfway through.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I had another idea, but I also forgot about it. So, okay, hold on a second. We've done cap.
Okay, but I was one of the things I was gonna say. By having both Plucky and Undyne in the same slot, that is, you're just 100% gonna mark it.
No, but not
What
necessarily.
kind of
Okay,
thing is
fine. Whatever.
that? It will just be guaranteed to mark it. Like, come on.
Okay.
What I said it was
It's
cheating.
100% going to be in chapter 3. Like, there's no way that she's not gonna be.
Greedy wants 2 cakes. Thanks, Gaster.
And you know, I've seen some people say that they're gonna use Undyne Green Soul mode as like puppet strings, so then the friend inside me fans can have their little fun.
Speaking of friend inside me,
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
you have to add it. You have
Okay.
to add it.
What
Okay,
I'm
but-
going to do is mention friend, but I'm gonna just do a very general statement about friend being
Why?
a very general statement about friend being a cat, okay?
Why do you?
No.
That has nothing to do with it. That's not what I'm
You're all
talking
Woody.
about.
You're all Woody.
Fine!
You're all Woody right now, I swear.
Why do you refuse to make friend inside me at that tab in the bingo board?
Because Cap said to not talk to her about it.
Well, it's 1 against like 5. She'll have to
You are all
to get over it.
Oh my god. It's not happening. That's just a waste of a bingo spot.
It's true.
It's absolutely happening.
You are the one who thinks the Apple Girl is gonna be real.
Apple Girl's
Yeah,
not gonna
but,
be in there.
yeah,
either.
but-
but she's not gonna be a secret boss because the shampoo bottle is not abandoned at all. Chris uses it all the time.
What are you
I'm not saying
drawing?
I'm not saying she's gonna be a secret boss, just that she'll make a cameo appearance.
That's actually my thing with chapter 3 is I don't know how much of the house is going to be the Dark World.
Yes.
Because like I've seen some people say it's just going to be the TV or it's just going to be the living room or it's going to be the entire house, but I don't think it's going to be the entire house.
That's
Because like
at
in the
least
library, the library is only the computer room. It's not the entire library. Like there's no books attacking you. It's just a computer room. So
It's
if
at
anything, I
least
think it would extend to the kitchen, but
The green room
it's at least gonna be the living room, because like the shadow guys are the figurines at the window.
the green room is definitely a reference to Chris and Asriel's bedroom.
You're right,
That's
actually.
true. That's true. Well,
I actually
there
saw
goes
that
your
recently. I was like,
entire
oh my
point. There goes your
yeah, never mind.
entire
I guess
point.
I'm just
sorry.
yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
yeah, it doesn't work. You just had to mention that, I guess. Okay.
Oh my god, finger guns.
okay. I'm
That's
just
how
gonna
cowboy
put
shows go, I guess.
Cowboys
Cowboy shootout scene.
are actually real.
Inside. No, type inside, you coward. You coward.
It,
Okay, whatever. That's gonna be Woody. Okay. I think Blue Key is more likely than Undyne because the cops took ages to pick up the phone and it took so long to show up. Toriel had time to pass out. True.
You are right. I feel like Undyne is the type of character that would like immediately rush over.
Yeah. Anything exciting, anything remotely exciting. Yeah.
Exactly.
Characters without dialogue portraits are unimportant. The secret bosses in my back pocket. Also true, Rhombus
That's true.
Undyne kept like
something?
the sex dogs in a cell. It was too small. Truly a camp. Okay, thank you, Theo. Do you think Blook and Undyne were neighbors in this world too? I don't think so, because Blooky's house is in between Cat
Where
and
is
Ratty's.
Undyne's house? Where?
Off screen,
I wish she
okay?
was in an apartment.
I feel
Does she live in the police apartment?
Well, there's
just like
there's
just
probably
like how
gonna be any
just like how just like how
in the-
teachers
at the
live in the
east of the map.
school.
That's true.
there is. I feel like there's
Actually,
definitely
Do
gonna
you
be.
think the map is gonna expand to see like more like we could see Undyne's house, like because there is like that police tape over there? Do you think we'll ever get to go over there and see like more buildings or whatever?
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel
like
like,
at some point maybe. The thing
I
about
feel
that
like it
is
will be expanded.
okay.
propose
Here is
something.
my whole here is my thing, right? Susie is in general as like her role in the story. Oh wait, hold on a second. I just realized that we ran out of Deltarune music. Okay, never mind. It's still going.
No more Deltarune.
How do you run out of Delta music?
Okay. So here's
already
the
went through
here's my
stuff.
thing. Here's my thing with Susie. So Susie is a character that her role in the story is like breaking the boundaries, right? She goes to places where the player can't. She does things that are not expected of the player or the player character to be available to do. Ralsei is sort of represents those boundaries, those rules in the game, right? He is the person that sets up the narrative that tries to make it so that the story goes as smoothly as possible. That's also why he is the character that says like, hey, just don't worry about anything spammed and related, because that's just going off of our, our main story here, right? That's what Ralsei does. Susie is the opposite of that. Susie like teaches herself and Ralsei to act on their own without Chris, right? Obviously, we still give them the commands, but acts don't have to involve Chris in them, right? Susie is the person that does that. My thing is that if we see more of the Deltarune light world, it will be because of Susie. It will be because Susie is like, hey, what if we just step over this police tape? Like, what if we just do that? And we do that because of Susie. That's my thing. And it is very specific. And it is very specific, but I really like the thought of it. Hello,
Because I
Basal.
mean, that is kind of Susie's character. Is like, like she, like you said, she goes out of bounds. She's not controlled by you. If you try to give her a weapon, she'll say no. She's like, she's against the narrative.
It's also the thing that Noelle appreciates her for most, right? It's the thing that she like Noelle is like, she likes Susie for various different reasons, but one of the reasons that she does list is that she is confident, right? Like, she is scary in a good way, in the sense that she can get what she wants by being like self-assertive, right? And that I think can extend to the various narratives that are trying to be like presented before us, right? Like, because it's not just what Ralsei is trying to do. It's also just the general thing of like the entirety of Deltarune's story, right? But it was also in chapter 1 the thing that King tries to weave us into. And you also have Sham. Sham talks about all of this as if like nothing really matters, that what we're doing, because the end times are coming anyway, and then we'll toast to the end of the world, right? Like, to them, that is the end game. That is the end of the world happens no matter what. And then Ralsei thinks obviously not that. He wants the world to not end, and in his vision, everything ends smoothly, right? So you have all of these different clashing things, and I feel like Susie is like, if there will be like a part in the game that where like you're kind of overwhelmed by that, maybe Susie will be the person to get you out of that rut. And that's like a very specific prediction, but I really like the thought of it, and I thought about it a lot. It's basically something I fantasize about at this point.
And all your
Anyway.
fantasies will come true with 3 and 4.
I don't know what to really put in a square to represent that, though.
Actually, you know what? I think, well, this is sort of related to that, but I think you should do a square where, like, you should put, like, something like Ralsei is suspicious again. Because, like, in Chapter 1, well, I don't think he was suspicious in Chapter 1. Well, no, he was suspicious in Chapter 1 because he looked like Azrael. And then in Chapter 2, there's just so much. But I feel like maybe in 3 and 4, he'll have another thing where it's just like, why are you saying that? Or why did you do that?
No, but that's
probably gonna be more sending us away to talk with Chris in private again in the next 2 chapters.
Yeah, he might do that again where he's like, Chris, aren't you wondering what Caddy and Jockington are doing?
okay.
Oh, and you gotta put something with like a new weird route happening in Chapter 3 and 4.
Nah,
which
honestly, nah.
you don't think they're
Or
gonna
you
do
can
another
put
chapter?
or you can put it as no weird route in chapter.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, no
Wasn't there,
weird
like,
route
some
is.
stuff- Wasn't there some stuff in the new Spampton sweepstakes update where it was like hinting at
Oh, yeah,
which
you should-
chapters would have a weird route? Weird
Oh
route?
yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Applicable,
like
not applicable.
chapter 3 says not applicable, but
But
So I feel like the bot means that the like consequences of like the weird route in the second chapter will like be visible. I feel like that's what that means. But I'm not all that confident
think
in any of my
chapter
interpretations regarding that.
I think Chapter 3 won't have a weird route, but Chapter 4 might have one. I think they might split it
chapter
up.
4 says. No, I don't say anything actually. It only says it for 1, 2, and 3. But like it is in the page with all the numbers, 2, 4, and 5 are visible, while 1 and 3 aren't. And like 1 and 3 are the non-applicable ones.
Yeah, because like I don't like the idea of Chris making Toriel like, you know, Firegrave or whatever.
I don't think she
Yeah,
will.
that-
But yeah, I don't think she
I
will.
agree.
I think people kind of forget the weird route is very Noelle centered. Like we can push Noelle around specifically because she is like that. She has trouble standing up for herself.
And she is
And
the
she has-
video game
and she has
secrets
that-
girl.
Yes, and she has that link to creepypastas and video game secrets. Like
So
it
you
is
think that
And
the weird
she's
route is
childhood
only
friends with Chris.
applicable to Noelle and not anyone else?
yes, that's what I think.
Lamau, good Susie,
I
thank
See
you.
that? I just don't know if Noelle is ever
Okay.
going to join us again on that adventure.
Here's
Well,
one.
probably, but
Here's one that I really like the thought of that I kind of forgot about. Elements will be explained as a mechanic either in 3 or 4, like specifically explained to the player.
I mean, that's obviously gonna happen. Like that's a given.
Do you think so?
Well,
I
know,
don't
it's been
think
in
that
the
it
game
would- that
since,
it's
like,
it's
1,
that
and they've
obvious
never
that
really
it will
talked
happen.
about it.
It's the mantle entails that it will be a game mechanic. For it to be a game mechanic, it has to be explained in the game.
I feel like it could be
How
something
are they
super
even gonna
secret
in
still though.
terms.
It's absolutely gonna be explained because like the mantle is gonna be needed for a secret boss, so it's gonna be a gimmick. So of course it will explain how it works.
I still feel like it's not that obvious. I'm gonna put it on as a square
I think
still.
you are stupid.
Okay.
Do you think that Shadow Mantle's gonna reduce the damage by 90%?
It's probably my guess is that it's just gonna make a specific attacks not an insta kill, like how they would be on normally, or like something like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I could see them explaining it and going more in depth, and then maybe having like an actual act command or like a something for elements, but or it could just be an afterthought by like Sham or something. But it's like it could go either way for me.
Like it's been set up as if it's gonna be a gimmick. Like you need to explain gimmicks.
Here's a
What do we think is gonna happen with Metaton?
I honestly, I don't know.
Nothing much, I think.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's the thing though. I feel like
we're gonna have to hang out with him next chapter.
I don't
think
know what
Metaton's
Metaton
gonna be
wants.
too relevant.
I saw someone theorize that instead of Chris bringing Tenna to the closet, they're gonna bring it to Metaton because like they were saying that like Tenna would be angry that it's been left unplugged for so long, but like Metaton would be someone that would use a TV a lot because in Undertale he used it a lot. So I feel like maybe that could be something that could be done.
I like
it
the
feels
thought.
very.
Okay. Here's something that I was thinking about. Do you guys think that Toriel will continue to be aware of Dark Worlds after Chapter 3? Or will she also get the "it was all a dream" explanation?
She's gonna get
I think she's gonna think it's a dream.
That's
Especially because it happened during nighttime.
Yes,
When they
but-
were-
It happened when they went to sleep. So like,
Yeah, she fell asleep.
Okay. But consider this. Here's the thing about that. What about the items from a room? Will we just explain that we got robbed? Like, what will happen with that?
Wait,
I don't know.
Well, she already
I
does
was
think
even
there's
thinking
someone
about that
sneaking around
during
outside.
like. I was thinking about that during like even chapter 2. Like Chris just took everything out of the library and then just put it into the supply closet. Does no one need to use the computer at all?
Like the computer library, I guess it'll take a bit to know this, but like their house. I think Toriel is gonna notice that pretty quickly. You
See,
know,
and I could also
make
feel like Chris could be
it
like-
an entry. Chris just empties the living room.
I don't know.
Chris could be like, "Hey,
Chris
we don't use
takes
this TV anymore, but I know someone that could use it." And then Toriel will be like, "Okay," and then Chris brings the TV over to Metaton, and Metaton's like, "Oh, thank you."
That's only if the TV is gonna be.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
alright.
yeah, I guess Shadow Mantle. I mean, you could take some of those smaller stuff or whatever. That's what. But other characters, I guess. I mean, maybe I don't know. That is a good point. Like, I don't think Chris is just gonna pack up the whole house and just bring it over there.
Yeah.
Chris would be bringing important characters over there.
Well,
Really funny.
important characters, but you know, all of the actual
In
recruits
chapter
too.
2, there's everyone though. Yeah, like all the recruits.
I have a name for this panel.
Yeah.
Daylight robbery.
Yeah, daylight robbery. I was gonna say robbery
Daylight
theory.
Rubber duck theory.
No, robbery theory.
Yeah, I know.
Robbery theory.
Is it robbery if it's Chris's stuff too?
Well, no, but it's basically what I'm saying here is that it will be the explanation that Toriel gets for everything being missing.
Well,
Ah, they robbed us.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's
Happens.
probably the police telling her that.
Chris with suspiciously TV-shaped mouth.
That's also true.
We have TVs.
We have the TVs.
We are at it. We-
I felt that Italian accent.
it was those dang canine, the wet bandits.
Them and Toby.
The K9 unit.
Those damn midnight crews.
It's true. Robbery theory.
Car glasses.
Oh yeah, the glasses.
Oh right, yes.
Oh yeah, the glasses.
There we go.
Perfect.
I'm listening to Big Shot right now. Okay, how about this? Defeated secret bosses get some kind of presents. As like their item forms. Something like that.
They'll get it. I mean, they'll probably. I mean, if we defeat them, they'll probably get them as an item too.
Well, no, but
Yeah, I
what
see
I
why
mean,
not.
what I mean is the ones that we
Oh.
already have, Jeville and Spamton, you know.
Oh, they get
I
like
think
more.
if-
Saying them in a French accent.
I think that's only gonna happen like at the end. It's like too soon for that.
That's true. That's true.
Aren't
That's
they
true.
coded in a cafe that they actually do have dialogue, but like it's just unused?
As like a
Or maybe I'm
recruit, I
thinking of
think
wrong.
something like that. Jevil was Chaos,
Yeah,
Chaos,
as a
Chaos.
recruit, they have stuff in the files.
Which is also stupid because you have Death Scythe, which is an elemental pairing, so shouldn't...
I guess it just depends on who the secret boss is. Like, if the secret boss is Mike, then like I could see like Bampton wanting to say something to Mike or something, but
Maybe if you are wearing the glasses during the fight.
yeah, something like that. But I don't think that the secret boss is gonna be Mike though.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Mike, he's too
Mike was
prominent.
just a funny random thing that Phantom said that people took seriously, just like the acid bath thing as well. It's
Well,
like,
I mean,
oh,
I think
that's why
I think
Phantom's
it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable for people to be, because like just like how Jevil also foreshadowed the Queen, I think it's reasonable that people are taking
Yeah.
the Mike
Yeah.
thing as foreshadowing for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I feel
don't-
like we will get elaboration on the Mike thing, especially because of the whole like 1997 ad. Like that is a like reference. You can't tell me that it isn't a reference.
Yeah, like and like the vice friend, I think that was Spampton in the basement. I still like that was Spampton.
You're still drawing this.
It's a different
I was-
friend.
It's a different friend. It's a different friend. This one is outside. This one is outside.
That's friend.
What is that
Oh,
side me?
oh, that's friend.
What is chapter 3 intermission chapter 4? What is
Okay,
that?
okay, this is my crack theory that there will be something comparable to an intermission between chapters 3 and 4 because, as a reference to Homestuck because of the 7-act structure. Stupid, but I know, but I like the thought of it. I think it would be funny.
I mean,
Oh,
I've
okay,
heard
here's-
someone say that they want to have a chapter where you don't go to a dark world and you're just kind of chilling around and it's a home world kind of chapter, which
I don't
that
think
could, I
that's
mean,
gonna
that's like an
happen.
intermission.
Okay, okay, let's go back to Metaton.
I mean,
What do we think of the Metaton?
I don't
A
think
lot.
it's
Not sure.
I don't think Metaton is gonna be too relevant.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
not
any
sure.
Undertale characters besides Toriel and Asgore and
That's
Azrael
the
are gonna
thing,
be
right?
relevant.
Because it's like we get
But
some of
Papyrus!
yeah, but Papyrus. We get
Not
some
gonna even show up.
we get some threads for some of the Undertale characters still, despite that, right? Like, and obviously Toriel will be the relevant. Like Toriel has to be relevant.
Yeah, because it's
I
like
have-
I feel like chapter 7's gonna come out. Santa's gonna be like, "Oh, meet my brother," and then you go in and it's just like a pet rock, and he's like, "Yeah, that's my brother, Rock." And then Pyrus isn't even in the game.
Don't even say that! Don't even say that!
That would be way too mean.
Yeah, yeah.
If
I
we were
have
gonna see
one idea
Papyrus,
for-
we would have already seen him.
No! I'm telling you, if he hasn't shown up by now, that means he's important somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's just jingling keys for the fans.
No.
Do you think we're gonna see the knight in chapter 3 or 4?
No.
No.
Like some kind of glimpse.
Definitely
soon.
not.
Very soon.
It's at least chapter 5.
I think
You're-
all of you
you're
have
not
some form of heavy coping.
I thought
I
maybe
have an
we'll
idea
learn
for
a little
tomorrow.
a little more about the knight at least.
Maybe like you'll get more hints, but I don't think it's gonna show up yet.
Mm,
I know we got. Hey,
Anyway,
chapter 4 has got to end strong, though. I mean, come on now. We have to have something that keeps us going until 6 more years to get chapter 5,
That's
6,
true.
and 7.
That's true.
Can I propose something?
Yeah.
Like a crack theory. I don't know if it counts, but I think there will be some sort of in chapter 3 some sort of reference to Godzilla with related to Susie.
You know what?
Susila or something.
True.
That
Susie Zilla is gotta happen.
Susie Zilla has to happen. No, for sure.
Wait, why did you put the mind
Yeah.
symbol?
Because Susie
my
is a
agenda.
thief of mine from that one video.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Susie is a rage, personally.
Yeah,
You
I
do
was
you.
gonna put a rage symbol right next to it to appease 8-byte.
I don't know what you're drawing. Is that like PLUEY?
No. You have PLUEY
That's
right
not-
here.
that's
You
not
have all the
PLUEY.
PLUEY you could ever want.
Okay, PLUEY is not a free space because that's
Blue is a free space. He's
Yeah.
if
implemented
anything,
in every
Undyne
copy.
is a free space.
Yeah, he's
No, because like
implemented.
Blue is implemented and he's gonna be in every copy, so it's
Plu-
a free space.
Yeah, PLUEY gets.
Isn't that design of PLUEY a fan design anyway?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but like the design isn't the point. Just his presence. Is
Yeah,
a free space.
just PLUEY's presence in general. Also,
You
please put some respect on 8-byte. He may. Sorry, not
really
he. I don't
say
know
this.
the pronouns. I don't know 8-byte's pronouns, so I don't know. But
I think PLUEY is a lord of mind.
that's. You know what? Yes.
What?
Just because of the
Oh
color.
wait, I've got a good one. Some people. So you know how people are thinking it's like chess theory. Do you think Tenna is gonna have Rook in the name?
No, I doubt it.
No.
Do you,
No.
okay, do we? Yeah, okay, not in the name, but do you think that there will be some theming after Rooks with Tenna?
Maybe.
I think so.
Because I've seen people be like Tenna's name is Tenna whatever Rook or whatever.
Tenna Rook.
and it's, like continuing it.
The Narok.
Tenero.
And then there was also like the elements, because like that's what a lot of people, whenever they were doing a fan design of Tenna, like gave him a diamond shaped head or whatever, because Queen was heart and King was spade. But I don't think they're gonna do that with Tenna though, because he just looks like a TV head. So they kind of stopped with that as well. But maybe that's because Chris created the fountain and something, so that's why it's so different this chapter.
Yeah. I was gonna
'Cause I think
mention
they say
that.
that too.
This is not. I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to put this in a square necessarily, but I do want to include something about Chris's will being way more visible in this dark world, because we are told that because of the determination, the connection, the character, the character that makes the fountain, their will is reflected in the fountain and in the dark world, and I feel like there will be something with Chris about that, right, in chapter 3, but I don't know what, Hi, oh wait.
What do we,
Yeah.
guys? What do we think about the theory that Deltarune is a take 2 of sorts, and that this story has happened before and things went badly? And
I don't
take
feel
two.
very
I've never
strongly
heard
about
about
it. I don't feel very strongly about it, and I don't think I'm gonna put it in here.
I want to propose one.
Yeah.
Rules gains a new accent. every
I was
chapter.
going to mention rules. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get to
my
him
God.
in a second. Okay, we're gonna get to him in a second. Okay, please be patient.
Okay.
Also, hi,
Rules become so
Emily.
powerful that he
I was
doesn't
gonna-
even turn the spell next
God,
chapter.
I got interrupted. I was gonna say hi, Emibor. Hi, Emibor in chat. There are too many things
Hi, Emi.
happening in YouTube chat for me to keep up. I'm really sorry, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being so interested in the stream, though. Thank you very much. Tenna themed after Rook piece. Okay, there we go.
Because we haven't seen any dialogue portraits, we've only seen the side art, so we don't know what he's gonna look like, really.
And again, people are talking about like him having different forms. Maybe it's like related to him having like some kind of wholesome TV persona, and it's like related to don't trust anything you see on TV and stuff like that. Some people are saying
Yeah,
that.
or I've seen like
Birdly?
when the TV turns off, that he goes back to like evil smiley form or whatever.
Dead Birdly?
Dead Birdly,
As in like he's actually dead. Like they find his
You
body
know,
somewhere.
I
I
think
think he'll be in the hospital and just like in a coma.
But I think I believe it. Like I'd like to believe that it's more of a coma than he's actually fucking
Yeah,
dead.
I think it's a coma.
I think he's brain dead. As in he's like he's not dead as in he hasn't turned to dust yet, but he's
fallen down.
dead. Like he's done. He's out.
He's in an uninterruptible sleep.
Yeah,
Don't bother
he's
him.
done. He's well done.
He's well done.
Fallen down. Yeah.
It's well done.
Basically. I don't think you guys are laughing about that. That's literally just a term for like a dead person in Undertale.
Yeah.
What's the funny bit about
The
that?
only way to say
No,
Birdly
we
is
weren't
if
laughing
you-
about fallen down. We were laughing about well done, as in like how you do a steak. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, I was eating a steak.
That's horrible. That's
Yeah,
genuinely
Birdly's good.
horrible. I'm sorry.
Well, he's the op.
See-
Well, I mean, he's frozen. He's not cooked at all.
Yeah.
True.
See,
He's
but that's how
poorly
you
done.
save.
He's-
That's how you save Birdly though, because you do the
thought-
weird route and then Toriel firegraves Birdly and then brings it back to life. See?
Like
That's
that
true.
one freaking animation from
Toriel is gonna be the microwave of the situation.
like that one animation of him becoming like a phoenix because he heard somebody that was disrespecting video games. I don't remember who did it, but yeah.
Can I
We need to put a night
request
theory on
small
here. I don't
doodle
think we ever
next
had
to Birdly?
What did you
Kenny
say,
Guard
Paige?
was a nice theory.
I want to request a small doodle next to a panel.
Yeah.
I want to request a sad martlet next to Birdly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I still haven't played Undertale Yellow.
You should, it's so good, genuinely.
Alright.
Gives me
I'm-
the same like excitement that Deltarune does. It's super cool.
I'm too stuck up to play it.
You have to what?
Fine. I mean, I wouldn't play it expecting the level of Undertale and Deltarune, but like for what it is, it's pretty good.
No, but that's the
For
thing.
every
It's
game.
so
It's
so
still like
impressive.
the best fun game, the
Ever.
best Undertale fun game out there. So like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the best, but it's pretty good.
Okay, what's the best
no,
to you?
No, I think I.
It's the best for me.
Actually, wait, no, I was supposed to draw
It's
her
not-
sad.
Yeah, he was really happy about it. being good.
No, I have a different idea. I have a different idea. Draw her a knife and fork, please.
No!
Yeah.
That's her
Like
cousin!
the fucking
Oh.
the rock screenshot with like
Cannibalism.
the
That's
pancakes.
so mean.
Cannibalism so mean!
Cannibalism theory. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
And
thank
just
you.
in the very, 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 very slim chance that bingo card counts if an Undertale Yellow character shows up in chapter 3 or 4. It's not gonna happen.
Red in Deltarune!
However,
It's not happening.
it's not happening. However,
Don't put it in. It's gonna be a free lost square.
well, the Birdly Dead theory is also slash Undertale Yellow. Gross.
Well, unless Starlo appears, in which case the cowboy thing counts.
That's true.
That's the thing. No, yeah, the cowboys are real. Is also the friend inside me counts for this one.
Aww.
Also,
It's
I've been
basically
sorry for missing so many messages again. Hello, Kirby. Hello, Venge, and hello, Venren.
You don't have to
what's
apologize every time you miss a message.
Yes, I know. I just
These
feel
people
bad
are
because
used to it.
usually I'm able to get all of them because the chat moves so slowly. But this one is more popular, which was to be expected. But yeah.
Yeah, but you don't. As a streamer, you don't have to read every single message. It's just if you see one
Yeah.
pop up that's interesting, you read it out and you go, okay.
Yeah, but I just do like go very long periods of time without looking at the chat. Sorry.
You're drawing. To be expected.
Exactly. It's our job to read messages, except I can't see them.
Purple
Why
Soul
can't
secret
you
boss
see
will
them?
definitely happen. God, that just reminds me of God, I forget the actual thing, but it was like an animation of like the big attack for a secret boss, and it was like live action, and it was like a person with a mask and a purple, in like a purple sweater. I don't remember what it was exactly.
Oh, I
what
know
it
who
was
you're
called.
talking about.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
that.
so cool. It was one of my favorite early chapter 3 concepts. It was one of my favorite, alongside literally everything Murky made. Everything Murky made was also gold.
I think you need to have some sort of knight theory on here.
No, because I don't feel strongly about any knight.
I think it's too soon for any knight theory.
I
A
don't.
knight. Yeah, I don't think we would know anything about the knight, or even if we. I don't think we would even know. Like, we would even get a guess of who it could be.
It's way too soon.
Catty uses.
Maybe we get to see Noelle's mom. I feel like that could be a bingo. We might
Maybe.
see Noelle's
That
mom in
could
chapter
actually
3 or
happen,
4.
yeah.
I don't think that will happen yet. I feel like okay. I'm still betting on chapter 5 being Holiday Manor, and I feel like at that point maybe.
I disagree. I don't think it's going to be a Holiday Manor.
Do you think we'll get to explore Holiday Manor?
I think 2 House Dark Worlds is too much.
That's also, you know what? Yeah, that's fair enough. But I really want one that is specifically like themed around video games for Noelle. For Noelle's
It would be
comeback.
more interesting than like Icy's Pizza. I hope we don't have a Dark World there because that sounds really boring.
That doesn't
It
sound
wouldn't-
boring because that could also relate to Noelle, like ice stuff, and you know
Well, it
the
would
fact
probably
that
be with, like,
Ice E
Burger
already
King.
has so many themes around him that are like related to this cryptid stuff, these mysteries, this I don't know, this unreality, basically escapism as like believing your own reality is more than it might be actually through like creepypastas, through like cryptids and stuff. I feel like it could be relevant so like very very much in those ways. And you could also get escapism via fast food as a theme for the Dark World itself. Like there's so much you could actually do.
Okay, do you think we might find out what chapter 5's Dark World will be by
No.
the end of chapter 4?
No.
Because like we did get to find out where chapter 3 was gonna be by the end of chapter 2.
And I mean, I guess we also got that because of the Toby thing in chapter 1 for chapter 2, I guess.
So I feel like we might get to see where chapter 5 will be, and my guess, I don't know where it would be actually. I don't know.
Yeah, but we didn't know about chapter 2 where it will be until it's released.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone guessed the. Well, that's because he literally had to go back and change the door to be a double door.
Yeah, right.
So I don't even know if he knew it was going to be taking place there.
Des's body is hidden in a freezer in Icy's Pizza Nightmare. What about Chris opening another dark fountain? I don't think Chris will open another dark fountain. That's the first.
It's like that Garfield video whenever like he opens the trash can and like Nurmle's inside, but it's just Des inside
Garfield.
the freezer at
Garfield.
Garfield.
Consider Pizza Pants being forced into a shopkeeper role in a Dark World. That would be really funny. That would be so
That would
funny,
be fucking
actually.
amazing.
That's the first time I'm hearing something about it, and that is really funny. Serious prediction, whatever Asgore did gets revealed. I don't know.
I could see that.
I don't know if it's that
I
early.
feel like Chris is gonna get because with
Well,
chapter
I
3
mean,
with it being Toriel.
Actually, maybe, because maybe us connecting with maybe chapter 3 will facilitate Chris connecting with Toriel a little more, like other than just being, you know, mother and child. Maybe it will be like she confesses of to why exactly she like doesn't like Asgore now and stuff like that. You know, why she feels that way. Maybe there will be something about that with Toriel. That's actually an interesting thought.
You know what? Chapter 5 is gonna be at the flower shop, and Asgore's gonna be in chapter 5 Dark World. I'm gonna call that.
You have the double doors there, definitely, in the
Yeah.
back. And you also have the thing of
It will
like
be.
there being a possibility for us to sneak into Flower King through the side entrance even when Asgore isn't there, right? We also have that going.
I don't know
going
why
for
Chris
it.
would open a Dark World there, or why. Well, I guess the Knight could do it, but I
Yeah.
don't know why the Knight would do it there. But
Well, why
I don't,
would
I
the
don't know
knight
if
do it
any
at
of
the
the
Well,
characters
library?
are gonna open
the-
fountain.
I think the knight is just picking random spots, you know,
Yeah.
by a
I
library.
don't think the knight is picking random spots. That would be a little silly.
Well, the Knight literally
But-
hid, and well, I don't know. I guess that's.
I mean,
the- I don't know what the
why
Knight's
would be
doing
the
yet.
what will tie together the library and the schools?
Garden
Why is it not
Dark
even
World.
freaking doing
God,
it
I love
anyways?
that though.
I mean,
love...
there's the escapism theme, but then that's your reasoning behind
Well,
it.
I mean,
Which would still be random picks, just picks that have the escapism thing tied to it. So like, you know.
Here's the thing about the escapism thing, because it's not the only thing that characterizes Dark Worlds. Because, like, here's the thing. Church, that's not necessarily escapism. Like, religion...
It is.
Oh,
Religion is.
religion
Religion
is
is.
escapism.
Religion is absolutely
It is in a way.
escapism.
You think so? I would say it's
It
more
is.
like
I don't-
committing
I don't
yourself
think-
to something.
I don't think so. I know so. It is.
Okay.
It's not. It's not up to
Escapism for
debate.
religion. I don't know. I'm not sure about the wording. I would more so say it's like not escapism through religion, but like putting yourself into religion, like putting yourself into the like expected frame, like a magic circle essentially of religion. If anybody knows what magic
Well-
circles are.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Magic
I don't know.
No,
circles.
me neither.
Magic,
Me neither.
a magic circle is like a sociological concept. I'm pretty sure that that it basically is environments and activities and groups of people in general within which you accept a different reality around yourself. When you're playing a game, you all agree to certain rules. When you're watching TV, you are essentially, you know, you're under it's the TV thing is a little harder, but the internet thing, that is a whole entire different reality essentially, right? Like the cyber world. And with religion, if you're committing yourself to worshipping something, you're also like essentially accepting some rules to adhere to while you're practicing the religion. You are accepting a different reality than you had before you decided to get into it. And I think that is as strong of a theme with Dark Worlds as it is with escapism. That's my thing. So I feel like it doesn't have to be escapism, it can just be a magic circle. And that's what I believe more so characterizes religion, more than escapism. Anyway. That doesn't...
I still think it's escapism. I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I like that you put a lot of thought into it. I'll say that.
Yeah, it is cool that you had a lot of thoughts about it.
Because like I get it, because if Ices is a Dark World place, what the hell is the escapism there? Food?
Yeah, I guess it's like people eat themselves to
Yeah,
like
I
gluttony
guess.
when they're sad, right? Like, but I don't think it's a very strong theme. I will
Because like
admit.
at that point, anything is like at that point anything's escapism. Like you know. It's
How
like,
about okay?
Chris
How
opens the
about
world
this?
to the drugstore and I don't know.
How about this? Escapism through job, like you know, when how some people derive their entire personal value from their profession, for instance, right?
I personally think that like things are wanting to escape from jobs, so like distract from the miserability of the jobs if it's not really a pretty good sustainable job, is what I think.
I feel like something interesting could be done if it was like escapism through putting your whole self into your job. Anyway, gardening escapism. I mean, it's definitely something for Asgore, but I don't think it's ever too much of a universal thing with the Flower King thing. Yeah.
Maybe that's just like a hobby, like hobby escapism, like through flowering, gardening.
Well, yeah, but that is very broad. Like, I mean,
think we're getting
games
too in
can
the
be a
weeds with
hobby. Games can be a hobby.
I don't think I think we're getting too in the weeds with this.
Yeah. Sorry, we're not talking about
Yeah.
Syrian 4 anymore. I agree with
Is
Kurt because
Midnight
it means
Crew
Breaker
a
Pants Dark World
Homestuck
shenanigans.
reference?
Is what?
Is Midnight Crew a Homestuck reference?
Yes,
I don't know what
it
that
is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Homestuck.
Honestly, you're the kind of...
Stay away from me. Stay away.
No, literally don't listen to us.
My
He knows
cousin
nothing
ruined it
about
for
it.
me.
He literally knows nothing about it. Whenever I try to talk to him about it, he just like la 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 shuts like the little things that horses have on their eyes.
Alright, I have to
my
leave now.
opinion.
Oh, bye, Cap.
You have to leave?
Bye, Cap.
Alright,
Yes,
bye.
I have D&D soon.
Have
She has
fun
D&D.
D&Ding.
Bye. Enjoy D&D.
Okay, Asgore didn't actually
There
directly
goes the
tell-
voice of reason.
Okay, whatever. I could imagine an IC's Dark World being based on corporations and consumption. Ah, I should have read that when Cap was still here. Let me restart the OST here. Also, I didn't want to mention it to not be rude, but I want to say, Luna, hi, are you here?
Hello, yes. Sorry, I've been typing for like 5 minutes now. Yeah, I have not had a single thing to say today.
Do you have anything that you would want from a future chapter or no?
What do you think
She's
will
not.
happen?
She's not nearly brain rotten enough for this.
No, she can just add contribute something like as a
She
character.
can still guess.
I would like
This
I
isn't
would
brain
like
rot.
I would like us to eat a box of cereal.
I'm not putting that on a square, but I'm gonna draw a thing of cereal in the
Why
corner here.
cereal?
A cereal bowl.
If that actually happens,
Why are you not putting this in a square? Why?
Huh?
maybe you go to like
Those-
Sam's like grocery store and you just eat cereal there. I don't know.
Is it not insane enough for you?
Yes.
It's not
If-
relevant enough, I guess.
If I see a cereal box when playing Deltarune, I'm gonna mark this cereal box. Cereal bowl.
Yeah, I will do.
Cereal the bowl.
The smooth
The
taste.
smooth-
The smooth taste of breakfast.
Smooth taste of pain.
Of cereal.
Okay, I have two panel ideas.
Yeah.
They're half jokes, half serious. Respectively, Yaoi and Yuri.
Actually,
Huh?
I mean, Yuri
I
is
honestly
happening.
don't know if. I don't think Yaoi is gonna happen, but I see Yuri happening.
Sure.
Toby
prefer
likes
Yuri
Yuri
for-
more, I think. Toby.
True.
There's like barely.
Listen.
I
If we
think
get,
both are pretty obviously gonna happen.
I think if RG1 and RG2 are in the future chapters, we already have Yaoi, so it's like not even worth
That is
putting
true.
in.
If
you need to put
Susie
Curdley.
and Noel are in the chapters, which if there's already Yuri, so like, what's the point of this?
Yeah, there's already your.
You know, as much as I like Curdley, I don't think that's happening either. That's what the ship name is, right? Curdley?
Curdley,
Think
yeah.
so,
I
yeah.
love Curdley
Yeah.
person. I'm a
Curdley.
Curd.
Well, because,
Personally, I'm a
literally
Curdley
in the
warrior.
Chapter in like the chapter 2, Birdley's like, I see you're trying to seduce me, but unfortunately, I'm only into Susie. So it's like it already is like deconfirmed at that point.
That's true.
I already chose Susie's route in the VN of life, yeah, that he says that. He's such a loser, I love him. Anyway, I'm still drawing Chris and Burley making out. Sorry.
What happened?
I don't know. I got something in my throat. Anyway,
Oh.
Yeah, that'll happen.
bury your gaze.
Pride Month? Did you just X that out on Pride Month?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, bro.
Okay, so genuinely, like, what else is there? I don't know.
Curly is real. He's asking Chris out on the Fortua Festival in that one newsletter trust. Yes, exactly. Festival Curly is gonna go hard.
I like how Apple Girlington doesn't have any text.
Yeah, it's just wow. Okay.
How will the uncultured know about her?
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Damn it. Guys, we're running out of material here. Crowdly is real. Thank you to Captain Toad. In the chat. Oh, rules. Yeah. Thank you, Sammy. Oops, that was an accident. Okay. Okay. So, my thing is, this goes with cowboys are real, actually. So I don't know, but like, okay. Rules gets a new hat. Rules gets a new hat, essentially, just generally. That's my thing. Rules will get a new accent and a new hat.
I don't even think Rules is gonna be in this chapter because, like, Rousey can do it, but the only reason Rules was able to join us was because he went into Chris's pocket. So
well, at the end of chapter 2, both Rules, Rousey, and Star Walker are still in your key items.
Is that right?
Yeah, I am actually replaying the game right now to get proper saves, and yeah, all 3 stay in your key items when you end chapter 2.
Even when Rousey is not Rousey, even when Lancer is with Queen.
Oh yeah, you actually no, you're right because whenever like I noticed that at the end of chapter 2, whenever you look in your key items and Lancer is like on the screen, it'll have a text box saying, "I ran really fast to get back in your pocket."
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Oh what?
Yeah, so I guess he is joining us. I forgot about
and
that.
And Star Walker too.
I am the original Star Walker.
I really need more Star Walker moments.
Yes.
Actually, that might be something interesting to do with, like, do you think Lancer will be used at all in Chapter 3, or else do you think he'll just stay in Chris's pocket in fear of being turned to stone again?
I think
he'll get out of the pocket.
I think he's gonna stick to the pocket mostly. Maybe only get out and, like, for very briefly.
I mean, then he will just like turn into stone each chapter.
Oh yeah, no, right, he's gonna become stone. Right, I just remembered that.
He'll come out to be like, I saw that you fire graved, oh my god.
And then become a rock.
And Susie's like,
put in the time, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
Lancer is gonna stay just to eat your key items.
The festival Curly, I'm not joking. You know what? Honestly, I will.
You will what?
The festival Curly.
The festival is not gonna happen in chapter 3 and 4, dude.
I've seen some people saying that they might decorate the town. Like, some small decorations might happen over the town in preparation for the festival. Which, I don't know if they'll do that for chapter 3 or 4, but like maybe there's something.
The festival is gonna be in later chapters. It's way too soon for that.
I did see someone say that Muffet might be in chapter 4, but I don't think that either.
Nah. I think she's gonna be at most a brief appearance like the others. Maybe like a baker sale at the festival. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? Jockington gets more dialogue portraits, and then instead of just the same one.
No, it has to be the same one.
No, it has to be the same one.
I think he's gotta get more.
It's too funny.
He has like 9.
I think 9 portraits that are the exact same. It's too funny to get removed.
I think he'll get more.
More the same look.
Whenever you snake grave, he's got to have some more dialect portraits.
Snake grave. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned before that they like the idea of Jockington being Catty's weapon, like as a whip or something, and they like that a lot. Because I'm imagining also then them doing the hula hoop thing, like in their idol animation, Catty just does a hula hoop thing with Jockington.
Yeah, I like that better than like Jockington being a separate character too. Because I feel like Catty will probably join the party, but I'm not sure. We know so little.
I mean, Jockington does grow the beard, so like.
That's true.
What does that even mean?
Okay,
you should add an H after accent.
Accented.
Just accent.
No,
accent.
Okay.
You like yeehaweth.
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 Imagine Jockington like.
Yeeharth. He gotta have all three. Yeeargeth.
Yargeth.
He just says all of that, and that's the only thing he says the whole chapter.
Yargha! Okay. Pride Month W, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Cap. Okay, I'm gonna put it here.
Yes, Phantom Devil Yowie. You can go and put that.
No, it's way too soon for the festival. Just think about it for a minute. It's not gonna happen already. This is just a wasted spot. I know it's funny, but the festival is not gonna happen until probably like chapter 5.
Okay, but why though? Like, what's your reason specifically?
Because it's on.
I can help if you want. I can help.
It just sounds like a later area.
Are you saying the festival's gonna happen during chapter 4 or 5 or 4 or 3?
I think the festival is gonna have a dark world. And
the
like
reason, no. The reason why. Hold on a second.
Because the festival happens on chapter 7 because it takes a week for Asriel to get home, right? Isn't that what it is?
Well, I think the festival is gonna happen on Sunday.
Yeah, because Toriel, I'm pretty sure Toriel says that in a week when Asriel comes home.
The there you go. I'm pretty sure in the end.
I'd have to look that up again, bro.
I'm pretty sure in the ending of chapter 2 they say that the festival happens on Sunday, and chapter 2 is on Friday. So chapter 3 and 4 are gonna be on Saturday. So the festival can't happen in chapter 3 and 4.
No, I think chapter 4 is gonna be on Sunday because Sundays are normally the days where churches like have like events, right?
Chapter 3 is gonna end when it's morning.
No, it's not gonna end when it's morning. I feel like we're gonna skip over the day. I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
No, because like in chapter 1 and 2, when you leave the Dark World, like half a day passed, not an entire day. And half a day at the end of chapter 2 will be morning. So chapter 3 is probably gonna end during the morning.
I don't know how time works in Deltarune.
Crowdly moments and aura.
Aura.
Yeah, I think Birdie has like green aura.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like Birdley's like, Susie's my player 2, but maybe you could be my player 3. I don't know.
Okay.
What else is there?
Let's
6
do...
more slots.
There are one more.
Ready
yeah,
for Rudy.
Rudy doesn't
Rudy
think this is-
dies.
No! Okay, but Rudy dying would count as him doing a thing, okay?
Yeah, no, so that's
Yeah.
like it.
Okay,
It's
something with onions.
It's more like a thing doing him.
Shut up!
Maybe it gets confirmed that like magic isn't real in hometown or something. Because I know that that's a big thing. Is that that people think that magic isn't in Deltarune.
Well, it's already isn't real.
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
confirmed.
it's already sort of confirmed.
Well, is it confirmed? I mean,
through,
it's not
like,
like you ask Toriel, hey, can you use fire magic? And she's like, no. Are you stupid?
It's not outright said, but like it's very heavily implied. Like Noelle straight up says, "Oh, if only I could do a magic spell."
Yeah, and like
healing
healing magic is just something that like Toriel can do in Undertale. So like,
and
yeah,
also
Toriel does it in like the ruins when you go back to her. So like, yeah.
And also Toriel using the stuff instead of fire magic.
That's true.
Yeah. What if in chapter 4, Chris's real human parents comes?
No.
We see them, and then they do a big custody battle.
No.
If so, Chris would have a lot of trauma from that. I feel like they are very uncomfortable seeing other humans.
Their parents are just frisking Kara.
Yes. Honestly, why not?
No, see,
What is this
Chris is
onion
like
stand one?
post-scratch frisk.
Post-scratch
My
frisk.
onion. Okay.
Onion!
What I wanted to put with onion here is that we actually get to hear part of it. Like, I don't know, they hum it to us or something.
Oh, we get to hear the song.
Only a part of it.
Hey,
And then
PPS, do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's your joke, folding flat.
What joke?
The one you just made earlier that nobody gave any reaction to.
What joke?
I didn't hear it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hey,
That's the sound of your reaction to that joke falling.
Yeah, exactly.
The part of the song is Megalovania plays.
No.
That's true.
It's actually gonna be Trouble Dingle.
You need trouble. Trouble.
Huntington's like, it's like some kind of Vania.
Onion Knight goes hard. They have
Onion
to.
Knight.
They have to
I
scratch.
literally rewatched that like 3-hour-long Deltarune video where they go over every single person as the
Jaru
knight.
Jaru.
I think so.
I've seen
they
that
put
video.
papyrus-
Not
They
a
put
big
papyrus
fan
and-
of Jaru. I haven't seen too many of his videos.
I just
I
think
think-
his stories are entertaining to watch. They're not very plausible, but it's an entertaining watch.
They put Muffet as being the knight next to Chris, and I just like, it's like, what?
They have to scratch the universe, which is why the world gets saved. The whole also say having breathing its last breath in the legend. Actually, I actually believe this. I'm not gonna put it on there, but you know what? I'm gonna put the frickin' beat mesa in the corner just for you.
By the way, chat, this is like the closest thing we'll ever get for an art stream.
That's also true.
That's true.
Draw a circle challenge.
There we go. Just for you. Just for you. This bingo won't have IC. What do we even put for IC?
Just
The
put
big
actual image from the website. Don't even
The
draw
big
it, just like
fucking face, the cube.
Like, we get to see the face again, maybe? Or, I don't know.
I mean, to see the face, you
Oh!
just walk in front of
What
the
if we get to
store.
see the purple guy that works at Icy's?
We already saw him in chapter 1 though. He's just like not present later on.
Did we? Did we see purple guy?
Yes!
Where?
Outside, next to everybody else.
But we don't. I mean, we don't see his purple skin, do we?
We see the costume and it's purple.
Does it sound right to other people?
No.
Yeah.
Yes!
I do not remember seeing the damn purple. Oh,
it's-
wait. No, I know.
Yes.
Oh, the Barney costume. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, no,
That
no.
one.
Here we
So
have...
you're drawing Susie Zilla.
Yes, we are drawing a Susie Zilla.
That's gotta be the ending. That's just gotta be the ending to chapter 3.
Okay, how about this? Do we put in a square for a game show portion?
I think it's like too likely to be a slot here.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
like-
think it's too likely,
Even Susie
honestly.
Zilla is.
I mean, things that are too likely are sometimes put in bingo slots.
I would say I honestly don't think it's that likely, and that's why I want to put it in.
You think a TV host guy wouldn't do a game show host segment?
Exactly.
Well, we don't know he's a game show host. It could just be like a news reporter. Or
Well,
like,
just a TV guy though.
yeah.
Maybe Tina doesn't do it, but I feel like some kind of character would do it. But it seems like something Tina would do, though. I mean, even though we know nothing about Tina at all.
Yeah.
Tenna puppet TV element.
Hold on a second. I need to do the cool S for this.
Cool.
The cool S.
There might be another Rawlsday X Chris moment, like another little moment like that.
I don't want to put it that in a
You could
square.
put freaking Curdly. I think Rawlsday and Chris is way more likely. Because that happened to both in chapter 1 and chapter 2. I don't think you like Rawlsday, Brad.
Yeah, he sucks.
You
I
didn't
like-
even draw the new design for Rawlsday. You drew the old one.
Well, yeah, because it's very possible that he will put the hat back on in chapter 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Why
not.
would he do that? Why the fuck would he do
But
that?
everything
To
We've
hide
already-
himself
we've
from
already seen
Toriel,
him.
obviously.
We've already seen him with his head off.
Well, yes, but like the to put like in scenes maybe with Toriel to hide himself from her.
Oh, I mean, he didn't hide himself from Noelle, and Noelle was quick to mention that he looked like Azriel, so I don't.
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's just like the mom there right now, so.
I feel like that would be a good, like,
Okay,
a
but
good.
does he even know that
Where?
he looks just like
Does
Chris's brother?
Does Rawlsday hide himself from Toriel,
As a square?
or does Toriel even? I think that would be a good square.
Hmm.
Cause like I don't like maybe they don't even interact.
We don't know if he's a game show host spammed on dialogue. Oh, can you quote him? Because I don't. Bullets from the game show host's mouth. I
Oh, yeah.
forgot about that.
Threw me over at the last minute. What are you, a game show host?
What if Toriel and Rousey straight up never meet? Oh, wait. Not related. But Cheriel. Cheriel. I forgot about Cheriel.
Oh my shit.
That's true.
Yeah, I
Wow,
don't think-
Cheryl gets
I
a
don't think
whole...
Chris is gonna take
Well.
the chair.
They will take the chair. Part of the
Cheriel's gonna be
robbery
a
theory.
freak.
Toriel
robbery.
is not gonna let them take the chair. It's too important to her.
Actually, what kind of hat would she have?
Probably nothing. I don't know.
This kind of hat. There we go.
Wizard hat. Or that works too.
Cheryl
Nah.
looks fucking...
Yeah. No, witch hat.
And then at the end, you have to like kill Cheriel, and then Susie's like, "Which one is the real Toriel? I don't know."
Oops.
You almost let all of them loose.
True. We can't have that. They have to be contained.
Do you think the annoying dog will show up in chapter 3 or 4?
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
a given. That's even more of a given than PLUEY.
I don't think PLUEY is gonna show up.
PLUEY
No,
is
they
for
will show
everyone!
up.
What do
They
you
will
mean?
show up.
PLUEY has been
Blue is for
implemented!
everyone. Blue has
I
been
think Mr.
implemented in every
Generosity is gonna
copy.
show up.
Mods, call this non-believer.
It's true. Hold on, I'm
Mods, Snowgrave.
Mods, Snowgrave.
Mods remove their
100
blue.
TP in Snowgrave.
Remove their PLUEY privileges. Their privileges. I don't know.
Mods,
Cameo.
Snake Grave.
Chariel, my idol, Suzy is strong. Actually, hold on, let me put some more detail on Chariel. I think Chariel deserves it.
I really like Sheriel so far.
But like this. Like the spirals on a sofa.
Oh,
my
right.
God, the
That's
spirals.
really neat.
And then like... I don't know, hold on a second. Actually, no, this is the cushion. This could be the cushion, right?
Do you wanna put Mike anywhere? Like we see Mike? Cause that's like what a lot of people.
You know what? Sure.
How are you
What-
gonna
what-
throw him?
Oh, and there's also How to Draw Darkners or How to Draw Dragons book. People are saying that might be something.
My question is Icy gonna get a slot or no?
I mean, what would we even put there?
Well,
What
I'm
is the
gonna-
theory?
I'm gonna specifically draw the Winterer's design
Wait.
for Mike, as who is a microwave.
People think that Des might be a human.
No.
I have never heard that before.
I mean, maybe. Honestly.
I don't.
I have never heard
I mean,
that.
adoptive sister. I don't see why not, but I feel like that's too much of a speculation thing, and especially not for chapters 3 or 4. Noelle is not even gonna be relevant in chapters 3 or 4. We're like hoping for that with like 5. So.
Well, we don't know,
you know
but
what's-
we don't know
you know
about
what's another good
4.
one? A good one is what soul mode? Do you think we're gonna get the green soul mode in chapter 3 or
Oh yeah.
or like,
you should
another
put-
soul mode might happen in the other chapter?
Yeah, you should put a slot about the soul modes.
Okay, but I need to actually bet on a specific color because a soul mode is
Well,
happening.
maybe
either way.
maybe
Well, me too. I
something
would
something
say-
more broad than just the color of one of them. Like personally, I like the theory that says that the soul modes in Deltarune are the reversed order of appearance than the ones in Undertale.
Oh, interesting. I would like.
I really like that idea.
You know what? I'm actually gonna put that in.
What is it?
That like
What was?
the order of appearance of the soul modes in Deltarune is the same
opposite?
order as Undertale but reversed.
Oh.
Like,
Is that right so far?
yeah, it starts with just the
We got a red.
Yeah, it starts with red.
and then
Yellow.
it's yellow, which
And
is
then yellow.
fandom. So
And then
chapter
There's
3 will be purple and 4 green.
There's not really any confirmed order for the souls. There's a
Yeah, but
popular
it's
one,
it's
but
just
there's nothing
speculation.
confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we-
just speculation.
If we get green in third chapter, then that pattern is broken.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's an SB prediction, Jamal? How to Draw Dragons book is a darkener, and that's why there is a mild sexual themes one.
SB as secret boss.
Oh,
Well, we have friend inside me as well.
okay, no,
Legally
it's-
distinct
that one's
Woody.
that one's not actually real, but I'm okay. Here's the
It's
thing.
so real. How dare you?
Here is the thing. I don't know if I want to necessarily.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to necessarily bet on any of them. Like something rejected, forgotten. Like maybe the TV remote itself. Maybe the flowers. Maybe like anything. Like anything could be it. I don't want to really predict any specific thing. I don't feel.
Oh, you don't want to predict the secret boss?
Okay, you know what? Now that you say that, I probably should, just out of the necessity. Also, I'm gonna draw Starwalker for you,
Yes.
Sammy Israel.
Yeah, I just
Yes.
remembered the Asgore Flower secret boss is an idea that's happening too.
Why is he brown?
Because he's like a little bit in the
Asri, you can't
shadow.
say that.
That's
He's a little bit in the shadow.
No, it's fine. I just didn't expect him to be brown.
Horrible, horrible, Aspi, horrible.
Star Walker is the night. Y'all are just not seeing it.
Starwalker.
That is
Starwalker.
so dumb. I'm looking at other people's bingos to try to get an idea of what other people are saying, and someone put we weird routify papyrus in chapter 5.
That's not
No.
happening.
No.
Why is that a space?
That's like how people do those icebergs, but like they just make up stuff for them instead of making them actual obscure
yeah.
information.
We meet Miss Boom. I think we could see Miss Boom in chapter 4 because like we're gonna go to the church, and
Yeah.
if Birdley is going to the church for a shift with Miss Boom, we might get to see her.
Yeah.
No, you won't be able to see Miss Boom because I'll be with her all night.
That's
You don't even know
true.
what she looks like.
You don't even know what she
Hell.
looks like, yeah.
You don't even know her.
Listen, PPTS is just so into MILFs that like no matter what. Isn't that right, PPTS?
I played the fifth.
I played the thing.
You're not American. You can't do that.
Here.
Undyne is enemy / boss? Hell no.
No.
Why would she be the boss of the like what?
Oh my god.
I think they
Maybe
mean,
there's
like,
a fake out and
Birdley, but
Tenna
I
isn't
think-
the final bad boss, but
I think they mean Undyne as a boss like Birdley
Yeah.
was, but like I'm not sure.
oh.
It's as likely
I
as
don't know why
Apple
she would-
Darlington.
I could see her being an antagonist because, well, I don't know.
This is for you,
I don't-
Un.
I don't-
I'm showing
She
you.
wouldn't work for Tenna.
Probably impossible to defeat without a shadow mantle. I mean, okay, that's the shadow.
I don't think Undyne will attack like Toriel's kid, like you know.
So here's the thing about the shadow mantle. I had my crack theory before about the fact that essentially if we need the shadow mantle to defeat the boss of chapter 3, right? How the hell does that work with us?
How do we even get it?
Yes. So I had a crack theory. I had a stupid crack theory, right? You have to first defeat the boss of chapter 4, give the shadow crystal to Shom, and the shadow mantle, because of its shadow crystal properties, travels back a chapter. You load a save file from chapter 3, and then you can defeat the boss.
Okay, man, let's get you to bed now.
Okay. I'm not gonna put it in a thing, but I'm gonna put it down here just in case it's a thing. Okay.
I think you're nuts.
My simpler thought was Sean would make a mantle out of these two shadow crystals.
Yeah, but when do you get it? Because you start chapter 3 in the dark.
Yeah,
World.
and you don't have Shom with you.
Oh yeah.
Do you think the shadow metal is actually what the king had on him?
I don't think so.
Or
I don't think that it is. I really don't think so. But at least I don't. I know that a lot of people use it as a visualization for what the shadow mantle is.
God, I swear, if Toby includes one attack of that secret boss, that's just impossible to dodge unless you have the Shadow Mantle. I will
I just said the
shit
final
myself.
I feel like we're not
Just the
gonna.
final
We're gonna
attack.
have to defeat the final, like the secret boss, in a unconventional way. That's like not just defeating it, because I don't think we'll
Yeah.
be able to get the Shadow Mantle.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to like
Just
find
use a gun.
loophole in the mechanic to be able to defeat him.
Gun is equally as fucked up as an impossible to dodge attack.
Okay, how about this? Oh, hi Ayama, welcome. We're gonna end the stream pretty soon, either way, because I have to actually end pretty soon. But we still have 2 more spots, so yeah.
I think you should do. We get to see Mayor Holiday as one.
Oh, you wanted to do the a slot for the soul mode?
I don't think I
Oh
do.
yeah, the Soul Mode.
You just
We
said
gotta
you
do
wanted
Soul.
to. You just said.
I don't know, man. Oh, I mean, the fact that it will be in reverse order.
Yeah.
I don't know. Toby likes breaking patterns, and that's a really easy pattern break. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
It literally
but I'm not
takes
sure
why I
only
don't
one
like if it's
chapter to
gonna
do it.
see.
Huh?
Can you repeat?
Oh, and me?
Yeah.
I have an idea, but like I'm not sure if it's like too serious of an idea.
Shoot.
Materia Collective does something bad, as usual.
That's not.
They already.
They already did though.
have.
They already did.
They already
That's
have.
news. That's like 2 days news.
Soundtrack.
Yeah, they leaked the names of some of the tracks. Like, okay, for anybody in chat that doesn't know, essentially, because
For anyone normal in chat.
yeah, for anybody normal in chat, essentially, Materia Collective has already like put out copyright claims for Deltarune music from chapters that are about to come. So like. Essentially, if you posted Green Room, like the song that was in Southampton Sweepstakes, right? If you posted that on SoundCloud, Materia Collective now claimed that and like, sorry, this upload contains the real name of Green Room in the actual OST of Deltarune, and we'd like you to take it down and stuff, you know? So they basically spoiled the song names. I haven't looked at them to not spoil myself, because, you know, I don't wanna yet, but yeah, they did
By
that.
the way, chat, please don't post the leaked names of the soundtracks
Yes.
in here.
Don't.
Yeah.
Wait, there's already.
Collective is
Is that
actually
a
so
thing?
stupid.
I literally just explained how it's a thing,
She
Mavit.
said that it
Oh,
leaked.
I was not. I was
Material
looking at more
something.
bingo stuff.
Oh.
You were looking at something what?
I'm looking at other bingo cards to get ideas for the last 2.
Oh, okay. PLUEY being the free space is amazing. Yeah, because everybody gets PLUEY for free.
What
Yeah.
about moss? We get to eat more moss.
I mean,
That's
we have
something-
to. We
I
have.
mean, obviously.
There will
already-
both be. There will
More
both be.
moss and more beds to
Yes,
inspect.
more moss and more beds. Yes. That's like
Do
a
you
given.
think chapter 3 will end with a cliffhanger, or do you think like it'll just go straight to chapter 4?
It's not gonna have a cliffhanger because both are packed together. Chapter 4 is definitely gonna have a cliffhanger though.
In chapter 4, sure. Chapter 3, maybe.
I'm
I
drawing
don't
a
think
blank.
it's gonna have a cliffhanger because like there would be no need to since we have both chapters already.
So
Somebody
because
put it.
with the old, yeah, maybe there will be cliffhanger. Yeah.
Oh, freedom motif returns. It could be.
I feel like that's
interesting.
a given.
Yeah, that's a given.
Me when somebody is so secret boss phobic, I have to hit them with that true
Oh,
freedom
somebody
motif
else
stare.
put more focus on elements. Look at that. You're not the only one.
Look at that.
Undyne dies in Weird Route. Yes.
No.
No.
Because I don't
I
believe that
agree.
chapter 3 Weird Route is a thing.
Not
I think chapter
applicable.
4 Weird Route will happen.
Rousey as Chris's headband?
Too soon.
Too specific.
to
Too
say.
specific. Yeah, I think
Too
that's
specific
too
and also just too soon to say.
I feel
Yeah.
my personal speculation, not theory, speculation, is that Ralsei is a pure darkness construct. Like, essentially, basically, probably the same that the little shadowy blob guys in the trailer for Chapter 4 are.
Do you think we'll get to actually see Metaton's ghost if we give the item?
Honestly,
I don't
I hope we
know.
don't.
Then we finally get to see
I don't know.
Metabluke or
No,
Hapsabluke.
okay,
or
but
whatever,
yes,
I
but
don't care.
like I feel like that goes against the narrative of like, hey, it's before you're seeing them before they are truly happy with their body and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Boss room.
Well, you gotta
Black...
open the door and give
Boss
them
room Black Pixel. I feel like that's also a given.
That's a given.
That's a given. That's a given. And let me put one here.
Someone says the cooking channel is referenced. Probably. Oh, you're drawing the salt route. There you go.
Did you put a stray pixel in?
Yeah.
It's a fucking pixel! Fucking unplayable.
Des, not yet. Sorry.
Too soon.
Very soon. It's way too soon.
My epic theory is that Fred is also a pure darkener, like Ralsei and Gastor made both. Hmm.
Well,
Chapter 4's antagonist
if
is
friend is
irredeemable.
gonna show up again, and absolutely it will, then it can travel dark worlds like Ralsei. So
Yeah, that's my whole thesis on why why Ralsei can travel between dark worlds effortlessly.
yeah,
Just
and like if friend does too, then friend is also would be a pure darkener like how.
Yeah, but like we don't
chapters
know if that's even like a real concept. So
Well, yeah,
hey,
but
what if-
like, you know.
What if we get to see Ralsei's room in chapter 3 or 4? Because
I
we
feel
know
like
that we're
that's
gonna see
gonna happen.
queens.
It's a given.
But maybe
that's totally a
maybe
given.
but maybe Ralsei's like, nah, it's still dirty.
Over 2 wall chapters, nice to 13? Nah, I don't think so. Oh, here's
Because-
one.
well, the reason why is because when you go into Ralsei's room, it's just full of Asriel's dust.
True.
So he doesn't want you to go look.
okay, so what?
Okay, here's one. Every man appears like more.
Yes, honestly, thank you.
I have a crack theory about every man.
Yeah.
I
Shoot.
think every man is actually the man behind the tree.
Maybe.
Oh.
It is a man.
Okay.
It is a man.
Here is something.
Well, there is
in
a
the right
man.
world.
Here's something many people don't talk about with everyman. The term everyman initially comes from a mystery play, I'm pretty sure it's the genre is called, from medieval times in Britain. And the play is called Everyman, about a character named Everyman. And their entire concept of it is that essentially, plays back then were for educating the public, people that might not have like access to regular education. So they want to educate them through entertainment. And that once was about how to be a good person to like get into heaven, essentially. And the entire thesis of the entire point of the play was to show that essentially material possessions, skills, stuff like that, you don't take those to heaven. The only thing that you take to heaven with you are your good deeds. Since the entire thing about every man in the original play is related to heaven and like going to heaven, preparing to go to heaven, I mean, I feel like that could be something referenced in Deltarune, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I
either.
learned
That
about
makes
that
well sense.
I actually didn't look that up myself, I just learned that in literature class.
That's fucking insane.
I can picture you just locking in at the mention of every man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing.
That is
Another
the thing.
Another thing that I will say about my literature class is that
Deltarune University, true.
another thing that another thing that I pogged at was essentially. Hold on a second. I need to focus on this. Wait, what? What happened here?
What's with the layering?
You typing and you were like, wait, Papyrus is a font? What?
I thought you. Wait, did you say Papyrus is a thought? What?
No, a font.
Wont!
He's a thought. Yeah, that's. I like the idea that I still do like the theory that Papyrus is like a redditor and he's like based off his like data.
Don't say that
Like,
with next.
What?
With the My Little Pony shirt.
No.
Don't call him that.
Yeah, you should.
He's not a red. He's an undernet user.
Don't call Papyrus the R word.
Oh, there we go.
Someone put gas
is-
leak theory
why
is
is some
true.
of it
What is
fake?
gas
What?
leak theory?
Gas leak theory is that in the ending of chapter 2 is a fake out like the chapter 1 ending, and
okay.
Chris didn't open a dark fountain. They actually hit a
They
gas
they
pipe.
made a gas leak, hitting a pipe, and not making a dark fountain.
Well, I think there's way too much stuff that happens in chapter 3 for that to be real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the end of chapter 7 is Chris, and it's like, oh, you've been in a coma for 7 days.
Papyrus,
That'd be
Papyrus has Discord. I mean, why not? Okay, actually, since I couldn't talk then because there are more people talking in the meantime. Yes, Homestuck, and also I'm a big fan, and also there is a series of me literally reading the entire comic on my on the channel. You can check that out if you want, if you like Homestuck. Just wanted to mention since you
Yeah,
said.
check it out at your discretion.
Yeah, at your discretion.
At your discretion,
I really
because
think
it's the
Walde's
longest
smoking weed
series.
is gonna-
What?
I've seen in like multiple of these bingo sheets that Ralsei smoking a fat blunt is gonna be referenced.
No.
No. The thing,
would
listen,
be true.
the thing
At the
about
beginning of
Toby,
chapter 2.
the thing about Toby is that so many indie devs would jump like to the opportunity of referencing a fandom meme for like publicity. Toby does not do that. Toby
He literally
makes
mentioned Deltarune Tomorrow, though. I mean, I will say.
okay,
And
yes, but
also
that's like
he
such a small thing
Hey.
though. He wouldn't indulge
Hey,
in as much as referencing it in game. I don't think.
He also
He makes his own
referenced
memes.
doing the Fortnite dance.
That's
He
true.
did
That's
do-
not in a
he did
game,
mention-
though. That's not in a
Yeah.
game.
But it is
Yeah.
also, yeah, it's a non-canon stuff. I don't think he would actually
It
have
did.
Ralsei.
Yeah, like whenever Toby mentions stuff like band jokes, it's never in a game. Like the furthest it got was just the game files with like the Asgore sprites and not pissing. But like never
No.
in the game itself.
Do you think that that weird text in the chapters are gonna get continued? Like the hello, where is everyone?
I mean that's
or
like
whatever.
that's probably a given too. Like
We find out that that's
that-
actually death.
I mean that's the main idea. Like the most common interpretation of it is that it's death.
So it says narrator Gaster returns. I don't know. I feel like I kind of like the Gaster is just at the beginning and then never just returns.
I think it's gonna
Photoshop
he's gonna
ICE.
return. I think he's gonna return when the vessel inevitably returns. You know.
Yeah.
Somehow
I think-
Gaster has returned.
Personally, I think everyone has kind of forgotten about the bunker. Like, what the fuck is
Oh, the bunker.
the deal of that thing?
No,
We get to enter the
we
bunker.
haven't forgotten. It's just too soon for it.
Yeah, it's too soon.
There's a bunch of like Chris like clones inside of the bunker, and then
Yeah,
Toriel, like,
there's
you
like
weren't
a
supposed to see them.
billion vessels.
Oh my god, gumball machine.
We were trying to create
It's
the
where-
ultimate human so that we could take over the surface world.
The bunker is where Gaster keeps all of his things.
Inside the bunker, you just fall down right into Undertale, and then you just play all of
That's
Undertale.
true. And that's why they were waiting for Game Maker to update so that they could run multiple applications. When you enter the bunker, it just opens Undertale.
If you fall down the bunker, you shatter across time and space.
What's with the gumball machine?
That somebody mentioned it in chat and I wanted to draw it. Anyway,
In what context?
that's
Just
Spamton
draw a gumball machine.
Spamton sweepstakes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have one last box. Right.
I have an idea.
No.
I'll send it in micro function because I don't know how to describe it properly.
Okay.
It's in micro function, so.
No. Too
Just pick
plain.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
So are you like forced to end craft?
Yes, I am.
You could move PLUEY over to that, and then just make the middle just free space. And
No.
then
Like we
make
know
that a
Blue is
cop-out.
gonna be there.
Blue
so
is
it
gonna
would
be
like,
here. Stop doubting.
But this is a nice way to do a cop out at the end.
Craft does not like cheaping out.
I mean, sometimes I do.
Sometimes, sure, sometimes you do, but not always.
You know, just put, like new party member, I guess. Like,
No.
That's obvious.
That's bound to
You
happen.
should put like I feel like you should mention like maybe like green soul mode or something. I don't know.
Okay, fine. Reverse soul order. Let's just do that. So it's this yellow, then it's purple, then it's
Green.
oh wait, right, it's
Green.
green. It's green. It's green. It's green, you know. Then it's purple. Then
No, it's first purple,
No,
then
it's
green.
yellow, purple, green.
Yellow, purple, green.
You just were drawing blue before green.
no, wait, no, it's
What do you mean no? There's Muffet! There's Muffet in Hotline!
oh, I thought you meant like the order of the
the
The whole order
humans.
of when the kids died.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh
you meant.
no, I mean the order that you play them as in Undertale.
No, but then we don't have enough for like
But-
all of the
Yeah,
all the
there's
chapters.
no orange soul. There's no orange or cyan.
Well, that will still be the same deal if you were looking at the placement of the souls in Asgo's room. Like, what's the cyan and orange? Those are not soul modes.
Well, actually, cyan is like a showtime. Whenever you click on an attack, the attack stops. Remember? And then
Okay,
orange
fine.
makes you
In
go
that
fast.
case,
You
in
can't stop moving.
that
Yeah, and
case,
then orange you bounce on the ground and you can...
in that
yeah.
case, I'm just gonna do one about a game show.
Overtime,
Okay.
there will be a game show.
Okay, no, instead of a game show, do gambling. There will be gambling. There will be gambling.
let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling!
Draw Jimbo from Bellatrix.
Yes.
Please.
Let me draw Jevil next to Jimbo.
We already added Woody Theory on is that what you said?
on.
Woody Theory was an afterthought, but it's there.
That's not an afterthought. I made her add it.
I know, that's why.
Why is Jebel fucked up?
He did not drink his morning coffee.
I don't
Not doing
think
well
trying
with
to see.
drugs.
I don't think he does that.
You know what this reminds me of? Toby
No,
did not think of any of that.
Huh?
Wait, hold on, let me try to find it.
Yeah, find the image.
Okay, forget morning coffee. The Jebel did not see a monkey. Slash ref.
I don't know the ref.
I don't know either.
Did you say /ref out loud?
Yes, I do too.
Yes. Josh does. Too.
Are you /SRS right now?
Yes.
Yes, I am slash serious.
I've never
sad-
played Balatro.
sad-
Isn't it?
sad
I don't
guy,
understand why
Michael
people
Okay,
want
okay.
that game or like it. Isn't it just a card game?
It's no, but that's good. Like it's I don't know. It's just fun.
It's just cards. I don't.
I mean, the inscription is also just cards.
That's a beautiful
Yeah, but
image.
Inscription has PO
You're
jury,
making
so...
a fandom based off
It's
Uno.
Balatro is poker if you were locked in a mental asylum and made up all the cards.
No, but that's the thing.
I've
like,
never seen any
it's-
gameplay.
It's really, really good. Like that, like adaptation of what a poker could be as a roguelike. It's just really, really good gameplay wise. It like so many strategies you can have, and it eases you in like with the poker rules so easily. Even though even if you've never played poker, it's like so good, man.
You
I
learn
hate card
poker
games. I don't
hands
think I would
easily.
like it.
Why is his head shaped like a troll face?
I don't know. Hold on, I need to.
Troll face
Also-
mentioned.
You may be saying that you won't like Balatro. I mean, that may be true, but
I don't even like Monopoly. Like I don't like card games like that.
Monopoly is
and
not
I'm
a
not
card
even
game.
Monopoly is a
it's not
card game.
Monopoly.
But yeah, I don't like poker at all.
I didn't either. I didn't either before Balatro.
Yeah, she got like stuck at Balatro for stuck at Balala for like a week.
Yeah, Balala.
Balala.
Okay.
We did it.
We did
did
it!
it, Reddit.
Yay!
We did it, Reddit.
We have our bingo.
Even though like 4 of these bingo spots are thrown away, but you know what? That's okay.
Betting money on. Oh, hello, Wario, by the way. Betting money on Tenna using a chainsaw in Chapter 3. There is actually some compelling evidence for this besides Metaton parallels. I would love to hear, but not right now because I have to end the stream.
We
Thank
will
you.
return for
If it's a
the
nice
bingo
one, right?
revelation stream.
Yes, but also, thank you everybody for. Actually, no, that won't be our bingo revelation. It will. I will check out the boxes while playing the game.
Oh, while you're playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody so much for joining. This has been really, really fun. Thank you everybody in chat and thank you everybody in VC. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for not being able to read everything. We had a lot to talk about and we managed to do it. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Where are you posting this? I'm gonna post it on in my community tab. I'm gonna post it on Twitter, and if I remember, I'm gonna post it on Blue Sky.
This is probably the most fun stream I've had being in.
Yay! All
No,
right.
it was shit. Play Danganronpa. Bye.
Bye bye.
Get out.
This bingo sheet's so tough. Thank you. Thank you. Oh wait, actually, one last thing, because I gotta, hold on a second. Let's see. I wanted to credit. I wanted no. I wanted to credit designs. So okay, hold on. Mike.
Yeah, the top left bingo spot, I actually made Papyrus, so you can go ahead and credit me.
Bye.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
I am Toby Fox in disguise. All of your theories are wrong. Goodbye.
PLUEY. Bye. 8.
Everyone.
Byte. No, it's not everyone. It's literally just a single person. And then Apple Girlington. I need to look up the actual post or the original poster.
Funny thing is that all your theories are wrong. The GIF might actually end up being true.
Yes. All your theories are wrong. Goodbye.
Oh, I can't wait for Woody theory to be wrong, for Friend to be wrong. It's just gonna be, everyone's gonna be like,
What do you mean, friend to be wrong? Friend literally appears multiple times.
Device Friend is Spamton, and it is not Mike. It's not a cat. It's not anything, and it's not gonna show up anymore. That is my bingo slot.
It can't be Spamton. Friend shows up in the basement while Spamton is in the trash heap.
Yeah. In the guess where Spamton is in the basement.
In the trash heap. It's before you load him in the disc.
Dartner can't even go to another world without turning to stone. So why would this random freaking person be in the Chapter 2 thing?
They are special in some way. Yeah.
Well, he's literally right there. So what do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I'm telling you that's Spamton. The eye colors are literally Spamton, and people are like, that must be a different character.
So much. Is Watch also Spamton?
Literally the same eye color as
Thank you everybody
Spamton.
for watching. I will see you
You're
guys.
Spamton, he's Spamton, I'm Spamton.
So, okay, question of the day. What are your specific predictions for chapters 3 and 4? I really have to end. I'm really sorry, you guys. You can keep arguing if you want. Thank you once again, everybody in chat, for joining. This has been super fun, even though I haven't been able to read everybody's messages in chat. Thank you once again. Goodbye. See you. Happy Pride Month. Happy Deltarune. And pray for Poland, because we are just finishing our elections. Bye.